What up, though? Excuse me. What up, though? Man, we got a good show planned for y'all. Tonight. It should be interesting. Got a lot to recap. Had a lot going on over the last couple of days. So without further ado, I'm going to run this intro, let this room populate. And I need to set up a couple things on my end because we have some visual aids that we're going to display. I'm going to put a survey in the chat. You already know how we do. We're going to put that survey in the chat. We're going to have a good show. It's your man, Mark Nash, breaking beats. You already know what we do. We break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It's a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let these jokes fly because life is serious enough. We're going to have a good time on this episode, you heard? So, yeah, sit back, relax. I'm going to change this intro music up, too. I'm going to change this I Hate the Job joint because y'all know I love y'all, man. Let's get it.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Yo, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet. These niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your area. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shit, mother. Man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the hosts. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad sound.
This is Rematch.
Yeah. What up, though? How y'all feel? What's the deal? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am here. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. Got a lot to unpack. Got a lot to talk about tonight. Hope y'all ready. Hope y'all ready for a good night of entertainment. Goal is to entertain. First and foremost, the goal is to entertain you guys. You know, hopefully along the way we can educate each other. We can learn some things about each other. Let me post this on my IG real quick. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, we're gonna have a good show tonight. Got a lot to unpack. A lot of stuff going on in the sports world. And we got a lot of things going on in other, you know, in just entertainment as well. You know, in Hollywood, we got to talk about that. And we got some Twitter beef, whatever that is, right?
You never heard of it.
But we'll talk about it. So we're going to talk about that. Got to talk about this Usyk and Fury. Like, what's going on with Usyk and Fury? Like, who's holding this fight up? I'm going to put a survey in the chat. That's going to be the first survey. I'll start off with that. We definitely got to talk about that. Who is holding up the fight between Fury and Usyk? So that'll be one of the topics. I'm going to knock some of these boxing ones out early. Got to talk about it. Also, we're going to talk about Angela Bassett. Some saying she was snubbed. Some saying she's been a sore loser. We got the video. We'll let you be the judge. Got to talk about it. But also, what's going on with Mayweather? I heard he's about to fight Pacquiao. They said they finalizing a deal. Now, we all know when we talk about finalizing a deal, that can be, I don't know. That look, they've been finalizing Spence versus Crawford. I don't know how long. So we'll see. We'll see. I heard they still talking though, so we could chop it up about that probably later on. Maybe do that on members only. But from what we're hearing from Steven Espinoza, talks have never stopped. Once Spence got injured and that pushed his fight back, the talks kept going. So the talks pretty much never stopped. So that's good news for boxing fans who want to see undisputed showdown at welterweight. So that's good news, right? So we'll talk about it. My bad, y'all. I'm up here still typing on IG. Let me post this up and get going. Link in the bio. All right, boom. All right, so I got that out there. Boom. Y'all know they took my Facebook, right? Oh man, they took your boy Facebook. Oh man, I'm still trying to fight to get it back, but they took my Facebook. And I'm mad about it. Oh, I'm mad about it. But we got a good show planned for y'all. Without further ado, let me do this neighbors only roll call, and we're going to get right into the smoke. We got a lot to unpack. Let me put the survey in the chat first, though, before I do anything. Do y'all think we're going to get Fury versus Usyk in 2023? Do you think we're going to get Fury versus Usyk in 2023? Got a question for you. That's going to be my first topic on the docket. We'll get that out the way. Because it is some interactions there we got to talk about. I thought it was hilarious. Shout out to Lisa Bell. What up, sister? How you feel? What up, though? Let me do this real quick. Put this over here. Bam. Wow. All right, so we'll see what we're talking about with that. We'll try to do something different on this show that I've never done before, too. I'm going to try to change that. Let's see how that works. We'll see. Bear with me. Just need to change this feature on my chat because y'all know how I get down. Like, you really can't talk to me and the homies over here unless you click that subscribe button. So let me make sure I got that turned on. How long I'm gonna make them sit there tonight before they can talk? 5 minutes. You gotta sit there 5 minutes if you ain't no subscriber before you can talk to us. All right. Let me do this neighbors only roll call. Excuse me, man. Sorry to cough in y'all ear. All right, let's get into it. Damn good show planned for tonight. I'm on one tonight, man. I'm ready for this one. C Jones 0224. What up, though?
What up?
Tony Boswell,
What up?
Scance Rants,
What up?
Kansas City Mac,
What up?
Patricia Shelton,
What up?
Ace Retro,
What up?
that guy Clips 330,
What up?
Ben Adams.
What up?
Ben, you keep changing your name. Miss Queen Sunkiss,
What up?
Rockman,
What up?
Wanda Villett, aka Epoxy Magic,
What up?
Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire.
What up?
Shout out to the fam. Royal boxing royalty right there.
What up?
True Media Today, USA Boxing. That's my guy, Coach Malachi Williams.
What up?
Porto, what up?
What up?
Stephen Bateman,
What up?
Food Revolution.
What up?
KP from KC5,
What up?
TJR,
What up?
Matt Wade,
What up?
Karma Serene with the Serene Saturdays,
What up?
Ill Status Boxing,
What up?
Tank the Sweet Science Examiner,
What up?
Beyond Above Media,
What up?
Pittsburgh T,
What up?
SF City Slicker,
What up?
I Know Boxing,
What up?
It's Mex,
What up?
Ride Off the Storm,
What up?
Here to There,
What up?
Taylor Bell,
What up?
Matty Yoel,
What up?
Cliff Bailey,
What up?
Con Charnery,
What up?
Lisa Bells,
What up?
Cooking with the Champ,
What up?
On the Mic with Terrence Bailey Sr.,
What up?
HLD,
What up?
Cooking with Sir Sr.,
What up?
Brandon Washington,
What up?
Lady Shan Dundum Season,
What up?
D Bevel the Champ,
What
and
up?
of course the big fish himself, my good brother Derek Lincoln.
What up? Gangsta.
All right, man. So, damn, you gotta, my bad. I'm gonna have to mute the mic a couple times. Then I don't want to cough in your ear. Don, what it do? Shout out to Don. Welcome. All right, so let me put this survey in the chat. Let's get into this boxing talk first. Let's knock this out. Will we get Fury versus Usyk in 2023? This is starting to drag out a little bit too. Now, granted, it's not dragging out for years like some of these other fights, but this is dragging out a little bit. And both of these guys aren't no spring chickens, and it's heavyweight. Will we see Fury versus Usyk in 2023? That's going to be the survey. Just a simple yes or no. And we can leave that right where it's at. Boom. All right, so look, here's my take on it. Before I roll this footage. It takes a long time for certain fights to happen for whatever reason, right? But I'm not gonna say this fight is that reason. You got a guy like Usyk whose family's pretty much at war right now. His whole country's at war over there in Ukraine. But it's not stopping his dedication and his focus. If not, some would say it has further invigorated the young man. Did I say that word right? Did I say, hold up. Did I say inebriated? I said invigorated. What did I say? Put a case on me, whatever. All right, let's talk about it. So I'm going to share my screen. So y'all know what I mean when I say these things. We're going to go over here to Twitter, and I'm going to play what's going on with Usyk and Fury, because it's pretty entertaining, to say the least. Because you hear these strong accents from these dudes, and it's entertaining to say the least. So let's go right here. Oh, my girl Food Revolution, she said, nope, I want y'all to run it back at least once or twice so I can watch Usyk beat your ass twice. Quit running, you lying ass Luke. Okay, this Food Revolution right here. Shout out to my girl Foodie. As soon as I pulled up on the Twitter, that's the first thing I saw. Damn, Food. Tell us how you really feel. All right, so let me share the screen and make sure I get this audio popping for y'all as well. Boom. All right, so this your boy Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Now, I'm going to let y'all know it's going to be some strong language in this clip right here. It's going to be some very figurative, strong language. So if you at work, around your co-workers, put the headphones on. If you're in the car with the kids or the bishop from the church, yeah, you might want to turn the volume down on this one. So let's play this audio. This is from the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. And then we're going to play what Usyk had to say in reply.
Hi, Tyson Fury here.
We know who the hell you is. My man said, hi, Tyson Fury here. Shout out to the Gypsy King. Let's go.
Hi, Tyson Fury here. Just a quick one. I've been speaking to the lawyers today, and Usyk's people are talking about rematch clauses and all that bollocks. Here's one to up the antes. How about there is no fucking rematch clause for both of us? Let's up the antes completely. Never worry about what's in the future and how many more dollars you can get after you've been defeated. Worry about the fight, April 29th, no rematch clause. The winner takes the glory. The loser goes home with his dick in his hand. How about that? Agree to that, you fucking bitch.
Woo! Whoa. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Oh, shots fired. And I love it. I love it. You ain't got to be a fan of Tyson Fury, but I love the trash talk. Even if you don't believe the trash talk, even if you like, man, Tyson Fury on his Soulja Boy shit right here. Yeah, he firing shots like Soulja Boy, allegedly. you whether you believe him or not, you got to be like pretty damn entertaining. You know what I'm saying? He talking that talk. Okay. Haplo said, I like the no rematch clause idea. Why so? Tell me why. Mark Somers said he's trolling. Shout out Alonzo. What up, my bro? Yeah, tell me why though. What do y'all have a problem with the rematch clause? Ugh, we'll see. We'll see. Smash the like button on the way in. We got to get the price of admission up, man. Let me do this. Let me go to Tyson. Let me go to Usyk's clip because Usyk did reply. And as you can see right here, his shit is trending over here on Twitter. On my feed he is. So let me click over here and let's play what Usyk had to say in response. Woo! He starts off with the smoke early. Oh, I love the energy. Listen to my boy Usyk. Watch this.
Greedy belly. Rematch clause come from you whining.
Hold on, let me rewind it. He said greedy belly. Call him greedy belly. That must be Ukrainian for fat boy. Oh man, I love that energy. He said greedy belly. The rematch clause came from your side.
Greedy belly. Rematch clause come from your side, not mine. Stop whining and ducking. Be a man. In the contract or vacate the belt. I need undisputed. And not to play your stupid games. Greedy belly.
Greedy belly. That's what I'm gonna start calling y'all when y'all start trolling me in the chat. I'm like greedy belly. And shout out to Usyk. All right, so the survey in the chat is pretty cut and dry. Do you guys believe we're gonna get this undisputed match in 2023? Are we going to get the match in 2023? Is he holding it up? Is Tyson Fury holding this whole thing up? Is this more gamesmanship from the Gypsy King? Is he trolling? Because look, April the 29th is right around the corner, man. That's pretty damn close. The 29th? Ugh, cutting it kind of dry. And there's some big fights coming up around that time, before, during, and after that. But they are not in the UK, so maybe he might be on to something. Maybe they can still, what's this? Damn, that's really close. Today is March the 13th. April the 29th is cutting it pretty damn close for us to promotion. Rider of the Storm said, I don't care for Fury anymore. Okay. Frederick BLK Prime CEO Hawthorne said, Tyson Fury knows his fate. Oh, shit. So y'all got Fury losing? Y'all got Fury losing to the Gypsy? Losing to Usyk? Oh, shit. Put a case on it. Damn. I ain't know that.
Never heard of it.
That's new news to me. It's a lot of ground for him to cover. Fury does have trouble sometimes, it seems like, fighting these smaller guys. Make sure I got my jack on the charger, too. I'm going to need some calls early. All right. Fury does have trouble sometimes facing smaller opposition, so I can get where some of you guys are coming from with that as well. So, all right, but at the end of the day, man, he beat Deontay Wilder pretty convincingly. Some would say he beat him all 3 times. An undefeated Deontay Wilder. Whose victory is more impressive? Usyk taking AJ to 12 or Fury stopping Wilder twice? Whose 2 wins are, because both of them arguably, those are best wins. Fury's best wins arguably is Wilder beating Wilder twice, and some would say Usyk's best win is beating Fury twice. So when you think of it that way, who had the best 2 wins out of these guys? I'm gonna see what they're saying in the chat. Don Sapansky, he said he got a super sticker. Salute. Appreciate you, Don. You want to drop. Somebody said Fury beat Klitschko. Yeah, but Klitschko had been beaten already. And some would say it was an older Klitschko on his way out. Then he get knocked out by Joshua right after that, right? He stopped Wilder. An undefeated knockout artist, right? Some would say. But I get your point. Cersei said beating Wilder twice is bigger than beating AJ twice. You think that's the bigger win? He said Wilder's the worst heavyweight, but stop it.
Never heard of it.
Nah, he can't be the worst, bro. He can't be the worst. He got a medal and he became a champion and held on to that belt for a long time. Stop. Get off the gas. No.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. He ain't the worst, bro. Stop it. Stop it. You believe that for real? Call in. I love to hear it. 446921766. Pittsburgh T. He said Fury not gonna be able to come to America. Limits the big fights he can get. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, shit, he'll draw over there though. Go over there. He did his work in America. He did his work. He beat the guy. He beat the best American heavyweight, right? Shout out to Pittsburgh T. What up, bro? Reggie O in the building. Bruce Gass said yesterday's home runs don't win today's games. Oh shit.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
OG Bruce, you're right about that. But my question for you all is though, whose wins are most impressive? Who do you guys have winning? Will we see this fight in 2023? Food Revolution, what it do? Foodie with the beauty. She said, what's up, Mark? I saw it. I saw your email, but I was setting up the show, so I didn't get a chance to reply. She said, hey, Chad, I got Usyk for this fight. Yeah, I read your Twitter post, and I read your Twitter post when I started this show tonight, Food Revolution. She said, I mentioned that after the Fury versus Chisora fight, and they came for me, but fuck them. I know that's right.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Hablo said, nah, ending the Klitschko era was his best win. Wait, he didn't end the Klitschko era, did he? Some would say AJ did, because AJ stopped him, knocked him out. He had a rematch clause with Fury. What happened with Klitschko? What happened? Small hats.
Small hats.
Never happened. Never happened. Oh man, why not? Damn. They said he was in there flexing with the toast or flexing with the boar meat, allegedly, maybe, possibly. Put a case on it. She said Vlad was a unified champion, a long reigning one. Yeah, he was. He was. Definitely was. Some would say he was past his prime, though. But some would say, nah, he was more in his prime when Fury beat him than AJ. So yeah, it's a pick'em thing. It's a pick'em. It depends on how you view Klitschko, how you view Fury, how you view AJ. And I believe that's what's going to determine how you feel about that topic. Mad Dog, what up, bro? He said, is it true Mayweather's going to have a tag team boxing match with Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao saw Poppy? I'm glad you said that. I've been on this one 20 minutes. Let's jump right into the next topic. Make sure I caught up with everything other than the salutes. I'm going to skip over the salutes and the peace to the queens and peace to the brothers and all of that stuff, respectfully. He said, I don't see Usyk beating Fury. Go ahead, Reggie, tell us why. He said, I respect the heck out of Usyk because he wants to fight. Man, he wants this fight, bro. Tyson Fury wants this fight. I mean, Usyk wants this fight. Let me hear it. Let's play this one more time before I go to the next one. Greedy belly.
Greedy belly.
Greedy belly. He don't even call him his name no more. You ain't got no name no more. Your new name is Greedy Belly. Because the unified champ said something. And then that crazy, all the loops and hoops he got to go through to acquiesce to get this fight. And he's the guy who's the unified champion with all the belts. He beat the man. Beat the man who beat the man.
Greedy belly. Rematch clause come from your side, not mine. Stop whining and ducking. Be a man. In the contract or vacate the belt. I need undisputed. And not to play your stupid games. Greedy belly. Rematch clause come from you.
Greedy belly. Greedy belly. I love it. I love it. He said, Fury, he said, I agree with Hap. That's Pudo. He said, Pudo said, I agree with Hap. Fury ended the Vlad era. All right. So what did AJ do? What did AJ do? Because he was still fighting. AJ retired him, though, didn't he? Just a conversation. Just a conversation. Fury stay being underrated in all big fight in all. Hold up. Fury stay being underrated in all. Big gets he. Hold up. In all big gets he the man. Hold up. Fury stay being underrated. In all big gets he the man. Till someone. All bids, is that what you mean? Fury stay being underrated and all bids, man. Pittsburgh T, rewrite that shit, man. I gotta put a case on you, bro. Rewrite it. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. She said the reign is his unified status. Okay, Lisa Bell, fair enough. You're right on that. Thank you, Reggie. Usyk is a better pound for pound. Fury's the better heavyweight. Interesting. So, but you got who winning, Haplo? Who you got winning? Usyk had the best wins. Yeah, that's some would say Usyk had the best wins, especially going through their career. But yeah, you can't take away that Vladimir and that Wilder. Yeah, man, you got to make some noise for Tyson Fury, whether you like him or not. He said this is off topic, but I love your Michael Williams interview. For sure, for sure. I got a couple with him, man. Check them out. Check them out. You talking about the father, singer, right? Shit, man. Sometimes the best part of doing the interview is just letting them talk. And while they're talking, scribble your little notes. So when they're done, you can ask your questions off of what they said instead of just cutting them off every time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning, bro. I'm a work in progress. So I appreciate you rocking with me and rocking with the interview. More to come. More to come. Usyk can't beat Fury. Only fans. No, I'm joking. He said only Fury can beat. He said only Fury can beat Fury. Really? Oh shit! I didn't expect you to say that, Haplo. So y'all thinking Fury can just beat this dude easily? Why he going through all the stipulations? It's a lot of stipulations. Not have the best wins at heavy. Sorry. All right, Usyk talk like he drives around the city in the tank. Reggie probably do. He got the damn army beanie on right now. Taylor Bell said great interview on the Martinez. Great interviews on the Martinez channel. Definitely check them out. Absolutely. Thanks, bro. All right, Williams is full of himself. That's Frederick BLK Prime. Hey, look, man, he's full of pride for his son as well. He's full of pride for his son, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, let's go to this next topic, man. Let me go to this next one. Let's go to this next one. What else we got on the docket? All right. Moving right along. We moving right along, man. Smash the like button on the way in if you like the content. You like to switch up from the monotony of just boxing all day or just entertainment news. You want a little mashup of all of it. You came to the right place tonight. All right, so let's get to my other topic. We're going to get this boxing stuff out the way because I feel like I'm going to be on these other topics for an hour because they're going to kind of clash. Like these next 3 topics going to kind of blend and mix with each other. So let's get into them. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. Yep, you heard it. Again, that's the word around town. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao are supposed to be fighting again. Matter of fact, I can drop the link out there. What time is it? 30 minutes. Y'all been talking 30 minutes. I'll drop the link out there. Y'all come kick it with me, and I'm going to navigate the shit. You know how I do. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, allegedly, maybe, possibly, put a case on it, are going to fight again in a tag team match. Now, I know some of y'all are saying, Mark Nash.
It never heard of it.
But you heard of it. They did this before. It was on Misfits. It was, let me take that off screen. It was B. Dave and Alcatraz versus Poseidon and somebody else. And they did like a tag team boxing match. Never heard of it?
It never heard of it.
Bruh. Let me put a new survey in the chat. We got to talk about it. Trey Titan, what up, bro? He said no one wants to see that crap. Somebody gonna probably pay for it, man, because you know KSI and Salt Poppy. Hold up.
It never heard of it.
I don't know this nigga, man. I'm sorry. I can't even cap for y'all like I know this nigga, man. I never heard of him. Small hats.
It never heard of it.
I do not know Salt Poppy. Never heard of Salt Poppy until today. But I did take the time to look at this tag team boxing match. Have y'all ever seen it? Give me an A in the chat. If you seen it, give me a B in the chat for some bullshit you ain't never seen. I'm gonna see if I can go over here to Twitter and show y'all a little clip of it. Of how some of this tag team boxing look. Let me see if I can see if I can pull it up. Tag team boxing. We got a clip. Here we go. Yeah, we go. There we go. Yo! This shit look weird as hell, yo. But I'm gonna watch it, yo. Put a case on me. Don't judge me, yo. Don't judge me. I'm gonna watch it, yo. I'm gonna watch this fight. I'm gonna commentate this shit and everything. I ain't never seen nothing like this before, yo. I ain't never heard of it.
It never heard of
Hold on,
it.
let me change my keywords over here because I'm on to the next topic. Hold up. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao too. Let me show y'all a clip of this. Let me see something. Let me change this real quick. I'm trying something different. Bear with me. Let me see if this will work. Can I do this in real time? Let me see. Bear with me. Let me see. Let me somebody knocking at the door. What's up, neighbor?
What up, Mark?
What up, Poto?
Same old shit, different day, brother. How about yourself?
Man, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm just so blessed to be here. Shout out to my brother HLD.
I'm with it. I'm with it. We woke up in the morning. That's enough, right?
Man, shoot, man. Somebody didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a blessing, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talk to me. What's your take on this Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao doing from what I'm hearing, a tag team boxing match? Probably gonna be on the zone over there on Misfits. And this is gonna bleed into another topic that I got on Floyd. Floyd is also in the news for chasing off Jake Paul off the block, they said, down there in Miami. So we'll talk about that as well. I believe that's more of a feasible match. I think Floyd would do a Jake Paul fight this summer more than I see him doing this tag team match with Manny Pacquiao, KSI. But they say the deal is in the works. Clips, your device ain't connected. You got to beam back in. It won't even let me add you to the stream. It says your device isn't connected. Puto, but you got the floor. What's your take on this topic? Toby Bartlett, what up?
I mean, really not too much. I'm not really interested in it. I mean, I've defended Floyd for a long time, bro. I mean, he's gonna get criticism for this, but at the end of the day, I mean, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. He's his own dude. He's trying to make money. He's got a promotional company to run. Am I gonna watch it? Probably not. But whatever. I mean, it's not the first time somebody's done something like this. It ain't gonna be the last. I just wanted to give my quick take before he moved on because I finished up my day real quick, but I'm gonna hop back on. But yeah. I mean, it's like whatever for me.
What you want to get a take on the Fury and Usyk?
Not just on the Floyd doing the tag team stuff.
You're not a fan of it, obviously.
Nah, not really. Yeah, I haven't even seen Floyd versus Connor, to be honest.
What? Never?
Nah, I haven't even seen highlights.
Man,
they announced it, I was just like, nah, I'm good.
Man, watch it with me one day, man. Watch it with me on a Sunday. Like, maybe watch. Matter of fact, this weekend. Oh, I'm glad you're here. This weekend, that video stitched around when I interviewed him. He was talking about a video he had produced. It was a
yeah, for sure. I remember.
I got the link for it, and somebody chopping. Oh, I got you, Clips. Give me 1 second. I got the video.
Sweet.
I got the video. I was watching it halfway through it, a quarter way through, and I stopped. I said, you know what? Stop it right here. Do a watch party with the neighbors. So I'm gonna do a members only watch party, and I'm gonna show you guys the documentary that Stitch Duran put out, and it's good, man. So far, it's far as like the interviews and all the people that he's talking to, but it's a lot of stuff they're talking about that still needs to be addressed in boxing. So I'm gonna do a members only watch party with that, man, and y'all gotta watch it live because I don't want to leave his content on my channel, and I just want to be fair to him because it's still it's not released.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
But it's a lot of it, man. They need to hurry up and release it because that quality's starting to drop. Shit looking like it's on the 480p side of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure if it's that old,
Yeah.
Small head.
But it's still unreleased footage though. So to see a young Mike Tyson without the face tattoo giving an interview that you've never seen before is gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
And that's just one of all the greats and Hall of Famers that's in there. Clips, talk to me.
Hey, Mark, I'm gonna hop off though real quick so I can finish my day, but I'll be right back on. My bad.
For sure.
Puro, don't you run before I say what's up to you, Puro.
He gone. He's still at work. He wrapping up his day at work.
Yeah. What's going on, neighbors? What's going on, Nash? Oh my God, Floyd is now my fucking PT Barnum of boxing. He's got my fucking goddamn grizzly bears on unicycles and like 24 fucking clowns coming out of little motherfucking Volkswagen Beetle. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd out here in the circus right now. But you know what? I'll probably watch it.
Hold up. Salt Poppy is the nigga that did this. Hold up. Food Revolution. Salt Poppy is the salt nigga that did this.
I thought that was Salt Bay, not Salt Poppy.
Well, I guess the girls was calling him Salt Bay, and because he was putting the meat in their mouth, and dudes was letting them put the meat in their mouth too. I ain't never heard of it. Never heard of it, but I've heard of it.
Never heard of it.
All right. So I guess that's Salt Poppy. Okay. I guess a real nigga ain't gonna call himself Bay all day neither. Yeah, what's up, homie? What's your name? Salt Bay, nigga. Nah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, but
In the immortal words of Cedric the Entertainer, I am not calling no grown man delicious.
Right. HLD, what up, bro?
What's going on, Mark? Am I on the right channel, man? Is this the hip hop rapper channel, man? Am I on the right one?
I didn't hear him call me that. He called me the hip hop rapper channel.
Well, that's what I hang out on, right? For 5 hours and shit. You know what I mean?
Man, if they said that, they was watching for 5 hours to know you over here for 5 hours. Niggas be hate watching all the time.
Fucking A. What's going on, Mark? What's going on?
What up, bro? We got some good topics on up here tonight.
Man. I was wondering about some of these other topics about
wait to get to them. I'm getting through the boxing shit early. I'm ready to cuss and fuss for the
let's see what we got right now on the docket. We got the Floyd Manny 2 stuff. I thought it was a joke earlier when I heard it.
Oh, look, it's gonna be Floyd and KSI versus Manny and Salt Poppy.
Oh man, I need to
let me show you a little bit. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I could.
All right, look, this is what a tag team. It's supposed to be a tag team boxing match. Floyd versus KSI, and you know Floyd got a little history with KSI. You know he was trained. He did some training down there in the Mayweather gyms. He did some training at the Mayweather gym. I believe Jeff trained him a little bit. Jeff is actually his trainer.
What is this like wrestling tag team type of stuff? You gotta touch the glove and all that.
Look at the screen. I look. I don't want to spoil it. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Here's your tag team boxing match. You gonna
Fresh Luis Pineda here.
That nigga looked at the corner. He ready to tag back out already. He's like, oh, hell no. Yo.
WWE shit, bro. Are we gonna have the antics like be looking in the eye like, ooh, I'm looking, I got you, yeah.
Son.
No, man, I don't.
Boxing.
Hey, Mark.
Hold on. Let me ask you this: who get to sit in the chair in the corner? If it's tag team, one person.
There's no, none of that.
Nah, somebody sitting on the stool in the corner.
Well, we got to see do they play out around, and then we see how it goes.
Oh, that nigga looked at his corner. He trying to get to his corner quick. Bam, he get it. He don't try. Look, his corner don't even want to get in there. He's like, nah, nigga, you got this.
I'm running out.
Let's see. Okay, they putting one stool down, so the person who just fought sit down. Like,
okay, whoever the bell rings on, they're the ones who get to sit down.
Y'all give me y'all take on this, man. Let me put a survey in the chat. Tag team boxing.
I like the gimmick. Maybe I'd rather watch the guys we're watching now because it'll be funny. But I'm done with Mayweather and Pacquiao, man. Their old asses need to go away, man. I don't need to see that shit. I want to see the young bucks that don't know what the fuck, it looks clowning and shit. That looks funny as fuck. But we're gonna see these old guys do this. I'm done. I really have no much interest in those guys. I want to see the young bucks.
How do you really feel? How do you really feel, HLD? Like, come on, man. Man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Talk to me. You telling me you wouldn't love to see KSI getting beat on and Mayweather in the corner?
Well, like that'd be funny as fuck. But that's not what it's gonna be, man. They're too professional, But these guys we just watched, they clowning. Is that me or what are you talking about, Mark?
It's clips chopping or something while you talking. I can hear it. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's the amateurs we just saw. That looks funny as shit. Because we know what it is, but I mean, I'm done with Pacquiao and Mayweather, man. I just want to see the young bucks. That's it. I'm done. They can go on to pasture already. But hey, to each his own. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it unless I'm on with the Mark Nash show. He watching that shit.
But hey, look now. You're not gonna buy it, or like you're not even gonna watch it, like at all.
I'm not interested in it, but for the community here with us, to talk the shit that we do, I don't, it's more about that for me than because I want to watch it.
Hey, look, when Manny Pacquiao and Floyd took, you know, when that one guy touched Floyd and that other guy, KSI touched Floyd and saw Poppy touch Manny Pacquiao, oh man, the crowd gonna erupt because they gonna be like, finally.
Exactly.
Niggas in back in the ring. Let's see how this work out.
It could be the most, and it could be the most staged. I don't agree with you, Mark. It could be the most staged, choreographed, vanilla shit possible for those 2 seconds when they are both walking to the ring. There's gonna be silence. There's gonna be such anticipation. Everyone's gonna hold their breath. We know we're gonna probably see some bullshit. We know we're gonna see 2 fighters well beyond their prime. But if they could get a bag, I mean, especially in a sport like boxing where so many of our legends went out in even worse of a way.
You know, Pacquiao needs it. I get it. Pacquiao does need that money, man. He blew all his money in that presidential run. So, hey, I mean, I exactly what you're saying, Clips. I definitely agree with that. But, you know, but if you think I'm excited to come see it, no, I'm not.
I'm excited for the spectacle, HLD. That's what I'm here for. Like I said, come on. Floyd Mayweather shaking the top rope like fucking Macho Man Randy Savage, getting the crowd hype, trying to will KSI.
We're not going to see that.
Y'all chopping. Clips, I don't know what's going on with your audio, but you chopping real bad tonight. Say it again. Or HLD cutting you off made it chop. Say that again, Clips.
Oh, no, I was just saying the spectacle of, imagine Mayweather shaking the top ropes on some WWE shit like this, trying to will KSI to make it just close enough to tap him in because he's about to get knocked out. Like, I could see the theater and I could see the drama. And so it's, yeah.
But bro, Clips, when Manny and Floyd get in that ring, it ain't going to be nobody wanting them to tap back out. The first one to tap back out, people are gonna be like, you tap back, you tag you out. Like, nah. You got to finish that round. Go ahead.
No. There it is.
Who's gonna tap out though, Mark? If you think about it, Floyd.
Tag out, like
right. Who's gonna tag out? Like if Floyd and Pacquiao are in the center of the ring, who's gonna be the chicken to tag?
Now one of them.
That's what I'm thinking.
Once that round is over, who comes out next?
Maybe like that, because I couldn't imagine either one of those guys wanting to tag KSI to come in for them and stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be scripted. You'll see.
Yeah, I agree.
Nah, they be getting knocked out in these joints. That shit ain't scripted, bro. Dudes be getting knocked out. They got a lot of pride.
That's what
these dudes take a lot of time for these shits. They take a lot of pride in this shit, bro.
Yeah, you get paid to get knocked out too, you know.
Nah, bro. You ever watch? You ain't never watched one of these joints. You
motherfuckers get knocked out. You would get paid to get knocked out if the money's right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. No. HLD,
let's not get paid and win and knock the other guy out.
All right. So what would be your number to get knocked the fuck out, HLD?
To get knocked out, depending by who it is.
There it is. You're like, nah.
It depends by who it is. If it's Mike Tyson, bro, I need some long digits. but no, man, you know, it's gonna take, you know, everybody's gonna have a price, man. All these things got a price. You got in the WWE, man. These guys get hit with chairs and they get paid for it. So, I mean, I don't see it being any different. But hey, man, if you're excited to see it, man, God bless, man. I'm not gonna say don't watch it. That's for sure. I'm just saying I'm not excited.
I'll tell you what, Mark Nash should get my money for this before anybody else. God damn it.
I might chip in. I might chip in with that like that, but it's, you know, like I said, for the community.
Yeah, exactly. On some community shit. Imagine Manny works over Floyd and then tags in Salt Bay and Salt Bay knocks down Floyd. Come on, you go. What? Come on, Salt Bay knocked down Floyd. Get out of here! Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, there's a lot of real. I mean, these are some serious go gadget stretches. But the fact that this is actually a fight that's going to happen, holy shit.
Well, the thing is, the thing is, who's ever the mastermind who's saying, you know what, we're going to exploit this and we're going to make some money out of this and that, good for them, bro. I mean, that I can say. Somebody's using their noggin to make some money. You know what I mean? So good for them.
I'll say this. I got a survey in the chat, and the survey is saying Floyd versus Manny 2 tag team match. Will you buy it? Will you stream it? Or you're not gonna watch it? You're not buying it. You're not streaming. So far, you guys are on the chat basically. Clip said, "Hey, look, I'll buy it." HOD said you're not buying it and you're not watching it, right?
I'm not buying it, Mark, but if you do one of your things, I might swing by.
All right.
But I'm not interested. In other words, do I want to see it? No, but I mean, I like to talk shoot the shit with you guys. So I mean, why not?
Okay. All right. Clips. Give me your take on this before I move on to the next topic. I'm moving right along.
Bottom line, we got the Michael Jackson spin. Let's see if we get if we get the smooth criminal lean, you know what I'm saying, or maybe the, you know what I'm saying. I don't know what you call this shit from Remember the Time. Remember this shit he was doing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was like the John Wall flex on him or something. But yeah, I see it as going to be a spectacle, and let's see just how entertaining of a spectacle it will be.
It's probably, where's it going to be at? Have they said anything like that? I mean,
probably going to be in the UK. From all accounts that I'm seeing, it's going to be a UK event.
Yeah, they like that Benny Hill shit.
Nah, I think that's because those guys are doing these shows are very successful in the UK. KSI is extremely popular. Floyd himself didn't do very good over there in the UK. They said he attributed it to starting the ticket sales late, but nah, man, they just wasn't into it.
It needs to be a spectacle, like Eclipse. It needs to be crazy, you know what I mean? And if it's not, people want to watch it. If it's like hey, those guys we were watching, that looked like funny as shit, right? But I don't think that Floyd and Pacquiao are gonna deliver that type of, that clowning shit.
Nah, that shit. They gonna deliver what they deliver. They gonna fight for real when they get in there. You gonna see some skill when they doing it. You don't think Floyd gonna be trying to hit Manny Pacquiao with some shit or vice versa? This shit right here is different. HOD. This shit look like the soundtrack in the background should be. Sound like some clown shit.
But they're really going at it. That's the only thing. You know that they're really going at it.
They are trying though. Them dudes trying to knock each other out. They do not look like they just playing around.
Right. So I mean, I'm not. Hey, let's see how it is, man. But I'm not. Hey, it is what it is, man.
All right. Clips, give me your final thoughts on it. I'm gonna change the survey in this joint right here. I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, my bad. I was doing something, man. I was trying to do something real quick, and I had my mic muted. There you go. Talk about, hey, Clips, give me your five. Man, I already gave you my thoughts on this, man. Let's go to the next topic, man.
Okay, HOD, fill in some time for me while I go to this.
Oh, my bad, man.
Okay.
Really, it could be like, first of all, when is Salt Bay a boxer? Like, what is going on? Like, last I knew, he was like a chef. Like, so he's been out here like pumping weights, and looks like he's been eating good. If that's Salt Bay, like,
no, that's not Salt Bay, man. That's another dude, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me say this real quick. Transcendent Sports, got my Filipino brother up here. I know he wanted to touch on this Manny Pacquiao topic before I move on. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Talk to me, Transcendent Sports channel. How you feel?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
Oh, your audio ain't gonna work. You gotta fix that.
All right.
Yeah. Fix your audio. Try being back in.
Man, all you gotta mention is Pacquiao. Transcendent Sports coming.
Hey, look, and I ain't mad at it neither. He been rocking me since what, 2020?
Yeah, at least.
TNC that guy. That guy. TNC, HLD. And then you keep you want to talk about somebody. You saw Puro talking about he at work right now and he had to go.
Okay. Go ahead, sir. I thought that was Transcendent Sports building back in. Sir, go ahead.
What's up, my guy?
Yes, sir. What's up? Yo, I can't wait to see Mayweather out here finally fighting Pacquiao again. It's crazy that he got to rob the bank to do it. he want to sit here and he said, I'm gonna get a tag team back again to make me get in the ring with this dude. Like, dang, he won it from everywhere. He definitely gonna rock the bank. I respect him that he's gonna keep doing what he's doing until it fall apart. He want to make the money, and we dumb enough to give it to him. Well, I ain't. I'll probably stream it, respectfully.
Okay, go ahead, Porto.
My bad. Couldn't find my unmute button. What, we still on the Floyd and Manny topic?
Nah, I just moved on. I'm moving on right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Ándale, brother.
Do anybody have anything they want to add to this Usyk Tyson Fury shit before I get off the boxing? I'm going somewhere else with this.
I do, man. I'm definitely tired of Team Gypsy King, man, with the bullshit, man. They need to stop all that bullshit, sign this damn contract, and let's get it going, because this shit is becoming annoying, man. Just hearing the same bullshit now, just like this other fight that we've been, like, come on now, let's get this shit going. One side is saying that they want a rematch clause, and the other side, no, it was your team, and now let's stop the bullshit, man. Give the fans a fight already. Stop dicking around and let's make it happen. We wanting to see this fight, and right now they said April 29th. Is that even still possible? You know what I mean? So I hope they get their shit together. I am definitely tired of Team Gypsy King with this bullshit. Make it happen. Stop dicking around. The other guy already agreed to your 70-30 split, I believe. So let's stop the bullshit. Give the fans a fight and let's make this happen. We got a good first half. It'd be nice to have them along with it.
All right, go ahead. Porto, you want to give me your take on that? Start seeing your clips?
For sure. I'm no fan of Tyson Fury. I actually think he's a bit of a clown, but I think we also got to put a little bit of the onus on Usyk. He's making us fucking listen to all this shit too. Is he gonna are they both gonna make something really happen, or if not, move on? That's pretty much how I see it.
Basically, I think Usyk outside. I think Fury fucking around and bullshitting because he knows that, believe it or not, faster, smaller guys give him a problem. And Usyk is a very fast, smaller, skilled heavyweight and a true champion who can hurt you if he allows him to do so. And I don't think Fury is at a point in his career where he is mentally still there to take the training and take his camp as necessary, to get up in the morning that he would have to do for a Usyk fight. And so he's trying to, make this a steep a climb as possible for Usyk already at the negotiating table to just try to give himself, if anything, some psychological leverage. And that just shows me that if this does happen, I'm very confident that Usyk has what it takes to win, but I really think that it might not happen because I think we have at least two more bait and switch moments from Tyson Fury's camp. At least two more. Because if you think about all the bullshit he would do on the build up to the Wilder fights, Tyson Fury's known for this shit. He thinks that would be his part.
Pass it around. Go ahead.
I would say I would agree with that Tyson Fury is good for the shiftiness, and also I do think that Tyson Fury is definitely looking at the fact that if Usyk comes in, in the best shape that he can be, focused, and if he can't lean on Usyk, what is he going to do with a younger, quicker fighter? That will definitely work to all of his disadvantages. So if he can't get in your head, he can't lean on you, all of his best stuff, his size and all of that, he's just a sitting target. So I think that Tyson Fury understands that. And if he wants to win, he has to get in Usyk's head and put Usyk in a situation where it'll probably be something where Tyson Fury starts a camp and he's really in camp and he's faking like he's not. And he just won all the advantages long and short.
All right. That's everybody.
I'll give my take real quick. When it comes to the fight, I think Tyson Fury can do everything Usyk can do. He's just bigger, and I don't know if he necessarily hits harder, but I mean, he didn't knock out Wilder. He knocked out a bunch of dudes in his time. I got Fury in that fight, you know. And one last thing on the trash talk, I'm used to like trash talk and then the fight happening. Not you have a week to sign the fight and then fight a trilogy that nobody wanted to see. But yeah, that's the way I see it.
That's everybody. Just want to make sure I give everybody a chance to speak their piece. All right, cool. Move it right along. Let me move this right along. Boom. Bear with me. Bam. Put that there. So the Oscars went down yesterday. Anybody see the Oscars? Anybody?
I missed it.
Anybody?
Yes, sir.
You saw it. Sir, you saw
Oh,
it.
I don't watch that shit.
Okay, so that's a no. Simple no. That nigga doing his best show and more impersonation. That's how I show more. Mark, I don't watch that bullshit. They're all bums. I'm like, damn. All right.
How do you really feel?
All right, but look, on some real shit. So the Oscars went down yesterday, right? Angela Bassett was up for Academy Award for her role. She reprised her role in Black Panther, right? She lost. And some people are saying she's a sore loser. And some people are saying, hey, look. And everybody saw this movie. A lot of people saying, man, a lot of us don't even know what the hell this movie was. Jamie Lee Curtis was in. People's like, man, I thought she was in people's like, yo, I thought she was in Halloween, the new version of Halloween. But some people saying she got snubbed. It was like, oh, she should have hello, let me finish. They was like, be happy for her. You should be happy for her. She didn't smile, she didn't, she just stood there very stoic. She sat there very stoic. While the other people around look like they're very happy for Angela Bassett. And they was like Angela Bassett had a little contempt on her face and she didn't clap and all of that stuff. So some people was like, well, why should you? Or what do you expect to happen? You're at the Oscars. Oscars been around since 1929. To this day, the only black actress to win Best Actress is Halle Berry. If you want to say women of color, they did. An Asian woman did win Best Actress last night. So that's two women of color, a black lady and an Asian lady, since 1929 that won Best Actress. So I'll play the clip and I'll let you guys react to it. Let me share my screen so y'all know what I mean when I say these things. Boom. All right, boom. Let me enlarge it a little bit. All right, here you go. Let me put it over here on the side. All right, boom. Here we go.
Who?
Jamie Lee
Look at Angela was like, this bitch. These other two girls were nominated. Like Stephanie, she looks happy for her. Hong looks like okay. The other girl, what's her name? Carrie, what's her name? Carrie Kondo. She like, she don't look, she like, what? You see what she said? What? Look at her face. Or did she say shit or damn? What she said?
I think you said, oh, wow.
Who? Jamie Lee Curtis?
Oh, the one next to her. The one next to her.
In the yellow dress? She said,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee
She said, oh, yeah, that looks like, oh, wow. Let me see Stephanie.
Jamie Lee
Stephanie just screams. Let me see Miss Hong up here.
Jamie Lee
You know, all right. Her face didn't change too much. She just raised the eyebrows. Angela Bassett, like, can you believe this shit again?
Jamie Lee
She ain't do too much. I ain't see too much out of the crazy. I don't know why people tripping. But who cares? It's not for me to say. It's for y'all to say. Is she was she snubbed? Sour grapes? Clips, you go first. There you go.
I do feel like I didn't even know what damn movie Jamie Lee Curtis got nominated for. I felt like Wakanda Forever was a very big movie, and her role as Queen Ramonda was very pivotal. She did a great performance. You know, what do I think that was her Oscar-winning performance? No, but it was, in my opinion, the bigger movie. But as somebody mentioned in the chat, it is a superhero movie, and so those very rarely they most like get like costume design and shit like that. Like they don't get like
nominated. They normally not even nominated. They just the lady who won the costume design. I'm glad you brought it up. She actually won an Oscar, and she to this day I think she's the only black woman to win 2 Oscars. The lady who did the costumes.
Exactly, and that was also remember the first Black Panther
know how to dress, don't they? Let's give them an award for that shit.
Well, no, she's been killing it because she also does Bridgerton too. I think she helps out on Bridgerton to where it was one of those things where some of her more mainstream movies was already so captivating, but she wasn't getting the recognition. Then the Black Panther came along where she was at the helm, where you couldn't pass the buck to somebody else. And remember, that came out 2018 on the heels of all the George Floyd shit. So, of course, they was going to try to give them something. And then the second one came, post the passing of Chadwick Boseman. So, they was going to get that extra attention. But I really do think that she didn't act anywhere ingracious. I don't see her sucking her teeth, pouting. I don't, see her booing or getting up and leaving. And I think it's just one of those things where, people expect more from us than they would for themselves.
Interesting. Porto, give me your take, and we'll go to Sir Senior.
I didn't see the movies that they were nominated for, so I couldn't really tell if who was snubbed. But the reaction on
Black Panther?
Nah.
Nice. Hold up, Clips. I gave you the floor. It was my turn. My bad. Hold up. You ain't seen part 1 or part 2?
I saw part 1 actually. Yeah, I remember that. I think that was one of the last movies I've seen. Part 1. It was a great movie too.
Okay, but you didn't see part 2. All right.
Nah, I didn't. I don't watch movies anymore, to be honest, Mark. And I used to be a big movie buff, but when the what's it called? Whatever the COVID shit hit, a lot of shit changed in my life, so I just don't watch movies anymore.
What's your take on her reaction to losing?
I didn't see anything to make a fuss about, to be honest. I mean, if some people are saying that why she didn't clap, I'm like, well, she didn't win. I mean, maybe she was just really, maybe she thought she was gonna win. I don't see nothing wrong with her reaction, to be honest.
All right, go ahead, Reggie. I'm sorry, Sir Senior. Then we'll let Reggie get in.
Yeah, I would definitely say that I don't know why they thought she did something crazy or really out of pocket. My only caveat is all of these movies was trash. Respectfully, they all were trash. That's just the long and short of it. All the movies were trash. And then also think about the race factor, which this is one of those times where you cannot hide the race factor. What did you think? You're up against Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, one of the whitest white women since white women. And you're Angela Bassett. So why would you think you was going to win, especially with a lackluster movie that is a superhero movie, which aren't really ever even given the option to be the best movie? Even if it makes the most money, that year, they're really not even given the option to be the best movie. So it's kind of like, what do you really expect? You should expect that.
I just want to say one thing. I gotta disagree with you, man. I actually thought this was a damn good story. This Black Panther movie, and I'm not a big Marvel fan, of all the stuff, right? But the storyline of this and the parallels to the continent of Africa and how the West does the resources. They put some real shit in there. You know, it's a lot of real things in there that still go on in real life today. So yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit, I haven't seen Jamie Lee Curtis movie, but I'm gonna watch it now just because. But keep in mind they're still both the best supporting actresses, not the big one, which is best actress. But just to win this or be nominated, people always say, well, being nominated it's a lot just to be nominated. But man, you got one black woman to win best actress out of all since 1929. It's not one like Angela Bassett didn't do what's love got to do with it. She should have won that year. She should have won that year. She played Tina Turner, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. But go ahead, Reggie. You got the show. I mean, you got the flow.
I
Reggie,
think if Angela wants her an Oscar, she need to let a white boy hit it. Then she wouldn't be mad. That's my answer.
It'll work for Holly Berry.
Hold on. Respectfully, Mark, that's not true because Angela Bassett lets a white boy hit it on that one show where she plays the cop that be on TV. She ain't got no Emmy. She ain't got no Emmy for that.
We talking about Oscars. It's something different.
It's coming.
Yeah. But go ahead, Reg. Give me your take on it. Was she snubbed? Did you see both movies? What's your take on her reaction as well? Some people are saying she's come across as a sore loser. You should just be happy for her. Some people are saying, hey, look, she didn't do nothing out the norm. She's a human. Like, yo, shit, I wanted to win.
Yeah, I think when you upset, you ain't gonna cheer for a person that you didn't think should have beat you in the award show. It's a competitive award show if you're taking it serious, but with the history that y'all laid out there, that it's only been 2 black women to win that shit. One from Gone with the Wind. And
No. Yeah,
and Holly Berry.
No, Gone with the Wind. She didn't win Best Actress. She won Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, support. Also, Holly, the only one won Best
Actress. Yeah, she the only
actress.
Yeah,
Best for letting the white dude hit it. So Angela may have to do the same shit on the couch. But to think that she gonna go into the Oscars with a movie like that and win that shit, she fooling herself. She's better to go to show off her little dress like the rest of the black chicks go there to do because they know they ain't winning shit. Just go to be seen with whatever fashion shit they want to wear and parade around white women and a bunch of homosexuals and shit.
Fuck is you on, Reggie?
I'm being serious.
Bro, this is their career. This is the highest accolade of their career.
Man, to be honest,
gay niggas at your job, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
I'm talking about why they show up to that shit.
People, Reggie. I'm sorry.
I talk about why they show up knowing they ain't gonna win shit. That's why they show up to that shit. They up there with the gay dudes designing their dresses. They ain't about to win shit at this shit. But to be honest, the awards with a career like Angela, award shit don't define them. But she won the award for some damn reason. I guess to claim she won one of their awards, but she don't need it.
Awards. She's an actress, bro. It's the you keep people always say it's there. I get it. It is.
You dealing with you repeated. You the one that dropped the history. What's the history of this award?
But even still, though, Reggie, that doesn't mean it's right. I can tell you the history about black folks in this country. That don't mean we don't expect or want equal treatment.
All right, you remember when the Oscars try to make it right, and that shit was a gimmick. That shit was even a bigger slap in the face than snubbing her for award show when they try to make this. Let's get all the black people awards. That was a bigger slap. You just not about to win an award show at these awards.
I don't remember that year where they just gave all the black people awards, Reggie. That's never happened.
2018, 2019, they had
if so, it would Halle Berry still wouldn't be the only black woman to win lead actress.
Who was it? I thought it was the Oscars that did that black awards.
You're talking about the year Halle Berry won because Denzel won as well.
No, it was recently.
No, he's
talking
about
they was addressing the racial dynamics. I think it was around the George Floyd shit too.
2020.
It was some gimmicky shit. The Oscars
when they were saying Oscars so white, that was going on.
Yeah,
you talking about when Mahershala Ali won for Moonlight?
Nah,
because I don't watch that shit. I just remember they did some gimmicky shit to try to give a bunch of black awards and shit.
All right, so casual conversation again. This nigga don't even know. You brought it up.
I
You
don't
don't
watch the
know.
movies, man. I tell you, I don't watch none of this shit. I ain't into
But what I'm
comic
trying to
book
tell you is,
movies.
it's never
I don't
been a
watch
year,
that
Richie,
shit.
where they just gave all the black people awards. That's what I'm trying to tell you, my brother. That
Man,
year.
it was what year was it?
Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
No, I'm talking about when they was addressing that Oscar White shit, and then they did some
The only
shit.
thing that happened that year was Will Smith wasn't nominated for Concussion, and Chris Rock hosted. And people were saying, and what's her name? Jada Pinkett was trying to get people to boycott the Oscars.
Then a couple years later, Will Smith gave Chris a concussion.
Which leads me to my next topic. Let's go. Hey, look, who has seen the Chris Rock special? Oh, hold on, Transcendent Sport. Damn, he gone. Yeah, he gone. He gone. Damn, I was trying to get to him. He was like, "It's never coming to me. It's never gonna be my turn, so I'm leaving." Yeah, that's why I don't even like to have like a full panel with 10 people. Like 6 is enough. Like maybe one more person, but after that, yeah, it's just too many people, man. Because everybody don't get a chance to speak and get heard. Anybody seen the Chris Rock Netflix special? Chat panel.
I heard the Will Smith part.
Yes, sir. I seen the whole thing.
Yeah, me too. Clip.
Watch the whole thing.
What about you? What about you, Reg?
No, because I couldn't watch that shit because it was too primary focus on him addressing the slap, which I kind of think
Absolutely not. It's
Absolutely
totally
not. Reggie, did you watch it?
He didn't watch it. No.
Marlon Marlon's one that he stole from Chris Rock, where he stole all Chris Rock's jokes, was more about the slap than Chris Rock's was.
It's all about the slap.
Yeah, Chris Rock. Yeah, Marlon. Yeah, he damn near talked about that shit. His whole thing. But Chris Rock only talked about it at the end of the show for maybe about 5-10 minutes. About 10 minutes at the end of the show. It's like a 10-minute run.
Making the most of it of a slap. But
No,
see, that's
he talk about his life. He talking about dating young women. He talks a lot about his life and just being rich and famous, going through divorce, having kids, his kids getting older. Talk about his life. You know what I'm saying? And at the end, he gets into the Will Smith shit. But it's definitely not an hour of I got slapped by Will Smith. Ha! Nah, bro. And he kind of lit Will Smith ass up a little bit too. HLDZ, my brother. What up, dog? You seen this shit? I know you seen it. I see as fuck, nigga. You love this kind of shit. I know you couldn't wait to hear what he said.
Yeah, I watched. Well, I watched like the first 15-20. Then I went to the end because I had to come back and watch the rest, and I just went to the end.
Because you knew it was at the end at that point. Somebody had told you or something.
I know. I kind of figured he was gonna leave that drop for the very end. That's the hottest shit he would have to talk about for him to for the show. But and there was a lot of emotion when he spoke about it too. You can see there was emotion behind what he was saying. It's more than just a monologue for a joke. You could see he was speaking with some emotion about it, even to the very end.
And he actually shout out to Don Sapansky. What, you Polish fam? Shout out to Juan Sapansky for the super chat. HOD. Now Netflix had never did this before. He actually did this live, Reggie. Now so you got to go to Netflix where they changed it since then. It's been edited. They edited because he kind of, like HOD said, he fucked up on one of the jokes. He mixed up the movie names in the joke. So
yeah, he did.
He actually said he's supposed to say Will Smith in Concussion, but he accidentally gave the joke away and said Emancipation. And he said, fuck the joke up. And then he resets and he kind of does it, but he does it in a creative way where he just keeps flowing. I was like, this nigga's a master at work right here, even with the fumble right there. But it's some real shit. But he did fuck the joke up right there on the live. But they did that out for the version that you got on Netflix. You ain't gonna hear him fuck up the joke. You just gonna hear that shit flow just like that. I've watched it again since.
Well, I know the first week when it first came out, when you started watching it, you couldn't go rewind or forward and shit. It wouldn't let you.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. See, I didn't. I was live when that came on, So I watched as soon as my live show ended, and I was able to play it, rewind, and all of that like 2-3 hours later.
Yeah, I couldn't after I stopped watching and I came back to want to watch it. All right, let me fast forward to where I want. It didn't let me. I had to. Then now I think day before yesterday it allowed me.
And now it's changed. Yeah,
yeah.
It's just up there.
Yeah, it was after they edited it. Then you could fast forward, rewind, and pause, and all the other stuff.
But I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I just wanted to get to the end because I'm like, man, what the fuck is Mark gonna talk about this shit?
Yeah, you know, we had to get this one off. We had to get this one off. Go ahead, Puto.
No, I was just gonna tell HOD. I was thinking the same thing when I saw, because I forgot where I saw it, but it was a clip. But it was funny that you say that it was live, because I didn't know that, because the clip I heard it says Emancipation, and I'm like, wait a minute, he wasn't in that movie when I was hearing it. So that's crazy that you told me that backstory. Yeah.
No, he wasn't Emancipation.
Oh, he was. Maybe I just assumed or whatever, because I've never seen Emancipation.
No, Will Smith is in Emancipation, and the joke is Here's the joke. A matter of fact, I'll play it. But basically, he said, I used to root for Will Smith his whole career. I always rooted for this nigga. He said, now I watch Emancipation just to watch him get whooped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, he said, that's like your missile spot.
Chris Rock a hoe for that shit.
Hell no, that shit was in context, it was good. Now, Willie D, I saw Willie D's video, and Willie D was like, he shouldn't say that. And I was like, but he already made his stance clear on the Chris Rock, Will Smith shit when it first happened. You know what I'm saying? So I like Willie D, but Willie D is a human, and he has his biases. You know,
who's anyone to say how someone else is gonna react to their fucking pain? Who the fuck? Anybody understand to tell me how I'm supposed to react if I'm pissed off at one of you motherfuckers? Hell no. Hell no.
Don't wait 5 years after motherfucking and slap you. I mean, don't get mad for the kid that stole your elementary school money. All right,
nah, man, he made money right now, so good for him.
Hold on.
I mean, salute to that part.
He been did it though. Remember when the shit first happened? Chris was already out on tour. He was in Australia. He was all over the world touring, and all them shit sold out. And people say he remember back then we was hearing about how he had added some jokes into the bit. He had the shit going already. Like, just because this shit comes out a year later, right before the Oscars, some would call that genius marketing. It ain't no 5 years, it's exactly 1 year later, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's genius behind it because of the money they can pull from it. I won't dare knock that.
But also, who decides when he get to talk about it? Because that's how we got here. Will Smith said Chris Rock should move on. He says he's hurt and embarrassed by this special. He said he's disappointed that Netflix put this out. And I'm here thinking, who the fuck are you, bro, to decide that?
Hey man, in the words of Chris Rock, Will Smith, you a bitch.
Yeah, Will Smith need to smack that bitch in the back. Smack that bitch in the back of her bald ass head.
And look, so basically, he's saying this shit all started. He said, man, this shit started when her husband got. She was like, she wanted me to boycott the Oscars because he didn't get nominated. And he remember, and not only did he not do it, he made a joke about it at the Oscars. He said, Jada telling us to Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
That part.
You know that shit was hilarious. Got a big ass laugh. He was able to, you know how he do his pacing back and forth on stage while everybody going. They went crazy at the Oscars, laughing at Jada. Some people stood up and clapped. Oh, they've been at it since then. Some say Will been mad at him since then. But let me play some of this audio. This is from the Chris Rocks. And the conversation is this: Will is not happy about this special. He's hurt. He's embarrassed. He wants Chris to move on. He's disappointed that Netflix put this out there.
Where did he come out saying this stuff, Mark?
It's been various interviews. This has been out there. I'm about to play it right now.
Real quick, Mark, before you play it, I'll be right back. But Will being a bitch, and this is Will being a bitch. I'll be right back though.
All right. So this is I'm playing this from Entertainment Tonight. You know how they do their source. Sources close to Will Smith says,
I've rooted for Will Smith my whole life. I root for this motherfucker, okay? And now I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped.
Chris Rock took a
yeah, now. Now that shit was cold. Now some people didn't like that joke, but
he met Will
not
Smith during his.
He's always been that. I'm gonna toe the line of what's funny, what's not funny.
Hey, the crowd was laughing.
I was the one who told us the whole world, I love black folks. I hate niggas. He said, it's not the media. The media ain't robbing me at the ATM. Capo always been a friend of mine.
I just watched that today.
I got guns on my hip because of niggas. Can't watch a movie because niggas shooting at the screen. Chris Rock did a whole bit on the difference between black folks and niggas, and some people haven't liked this comedy since then, because he was the one that was put that out there. The difference between black folk, fee 5 4 figure boy. I hate niggas. I wish I could sign up for the KKK.
The fuck, bro? You memorize this shit, Mark?
And bro, he was like, you know why we can? He said I heard they cutting off welfare. He said, black folks like, all right, niggas are shaking in their boots. Oh, they gonna take our shit. He was talking to, he said a woman working a job, taking care of kids. Hate to see a bitch with 8 kids that's sitting there like, bitch, stop working. I mean, she said, take the dick out your hand or something like that, some shit like that. They give you a job jerking dicks, would you do it? Some shit like that. I'm fucking up his joke, but he went in. Some people a fan, some people not a fan of that type. But let me play this.
Netflix comedy special on Saturday, 1 year after the actor slapped him at the Oscars. Now a source tells ET Will is embarrassed and hurt by what the comedian said about him and his family.
Oh, because he went in too, Reggie. He was like, I ain't never do nothing to this bitch. So it's like he ain't call her bitch before, but he went all the way in. He said, I ain't do nothing to this bitch, man. He's like, man, she wanted, like, he said, like, man, this bitch is, and then he talks about their entanglements. Watch this.
During the special, Chris referenced the cheating rumors that surrounded Will and his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, in 2020.
That his wife was f***ing her son's friend, okay? Now, I normally would not talk about this but for some reason, these put that on the internet.
I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? And who's he hit? Me.
The special marks the first time Chris has spoken publicly about the Oscars slap.
All right.
And people like, did it hurt? Yeah. It still hurts. I got summertime ringing in my ears.
All right, go ahead, Food Revolution. Give me your take. Will Smith is embarrassed and hurt, and according to sources close to him, and he wants Chris to move on. Leave this alone. Let's move on. Let's all heal. What's your take, Food Revolution?
I agree with HLD. You can't tell nobody how to respond to something that you've done when you've done them wrong, you know? So, you know, you gave them the material, so you're going to just have to let it burn.
That's what Usher said. Go ahead, Reggie, what was you about to say?
Yeah, that's who Will need to be addressing, is that bald-headed bitch. But I see him, like, I felt like he was protecting her maybe in the wars, but not to the point where you walked up to slap somebody, but in the moment where this chick done cheat on you with some fool you had living in the house. What Will need to do is go find him a young ass chick and knock her up and start over new, because his family name about to end. He ain't gonna have no grandkids, so he might as well say fuck Jada, start over with this new chick. Because Jada foul, like even the way she talking about, I just had an entanglement, like it's nothing. And Will, you gonna take it? Like Jada in her own right is foul as fuck. She bears no ownership to that shit, at least when she speak publicly about it. But I think Will is still suffering from that stuff. Even when he went over to speak to a Dalai Lama, whatever them yoga type people, when he went over to India, it wasn't over that slap. He's still being eaten alive by what she did, and the fact she did it with some young dude that he thought he can trust in the house. He ended up knocking the lining out of Jada, and Jada ain't did nothing wrong. She cold blooded.
Yeah, she definitely cold blooded, man. She definitely cold blooded.
But they are fucking everybody else, man. It's not like he's a poor victim, man. Dude's a cuck, and he's also a little fucking fruity pebbles, bro. Come on, man. I mean, let's keep it real, man. I mean, that's why he takes it, because he's a bitch, man. Just like Chris Rock, he's a bitch. So I mean, that's it, man.
I mean, it's all right. They try sexual. If it's sexual, they gonna try it. That's their business. But the simple fact of the matter is, she be messing up as they say, the church's money. She be messing up his money. She be messing up his money, his fame, everything. He had multiple movies supposed to came out. Emancipation wasn't one of the good movies he was supposed to come out with. That's all he could come out with. He was like, well, the white people don't like me no more. I gotta go back being a slave. Just for him to have a movie to come out.
Wow.
Like I said, like Chris Rock was right. He was funny. He did it the best way he was supposed to. Like he said, he had tact. He was raised by both parents, and they taught him not to fight in front of white people.
Wow.
Go. Let me let Food Revolution jump in. I heard her with a lot of wows. Go ahead, sister. Let me hear this.
So much vitriol. I mean, my God. Like, how the fuck is it that always a woman takes the responsibility of what someone else does? He's a grown man. It's his career. He knew what the fuck he was doing. He knew it was wrong, and he did it anyway. No matter what the reason is in his head that he did it, how is it her responsibility to stop him from doing what he was already determined to do? And I've never heard anyone say, "Oh yeah, your husband is cheating on you. You should go ahead and get pregnant by someone else." I mean, what the fuck? Y'all niggas is on some crazy shit.
Man, these are we high value men, and you women need to know your place.
Well, clearly,
you're out of line.
Clearly, he thinks she's a high value woman if he's been with her for 25, 26, 27, 28 years.
She a round table skank.
Well, there are plenty of rumors out there about him. Like HOD said, he a fruity pebbles.
So stop. Food Revolution. One thing for certain, two things for sure. His shit is a rumor. Her shit is on camera as a confession.
Right, but he ain't got no problem.
And she didn't call it an affair. They called it a relationship. His shit is rumors. So let's far as we know, he's clean.
Clearly. Everybody else got a problem with it, but he don't. And he's on married for it, right?
That's a whole nother conversation.
No, it's the same conversation. He ain't got no problem.
We can apply that to boxing. Everybody else is happy with Al. You get what I'm saying? Like we speak on things that quote unquote ain't our business all the time. It's always funny when people don't like who we're talking about. They was like, well, y'all should just mind y'all business. They got more money than you.
Well, I ain't talking about nobody.
People resort to. But we talk about shit that ain't our business all the time.
He doesn't have a problem with it. So I don't have a problem with it.
He obviously had a problem with it. He just didn't slap her. He slapped Chris Rock.
Or that either.
Huh?
Not on camera, he ain't slap her, but we don't know that either. And if she's fine
with that, we know for sure he ain't slap her. Because the way she grabbed a camera for no reason, man, Will Smith been everywhere. If he even acted like he wanted, if he sneezed her way,
that's
come on now.
That's speculation. I have no evidence that he hit that lady or not hit that lady.
Man, Will need to go knock up some other bitches. You're better off staying with the first chick. She was fine as fuck. He got with
that
Jada
part, Reggie.
It ain't about looks, Reggie. You think being with somebody in a relationship is about how good she looked?
When you
man, she couldn't be worse than Jada.
About looks.
What you say, Red?
When you dealing with a chick like her, it better be about looks. You got to find something to replace Jada, like that go along with what else the chick bring to you. Like Jada,
or he could come.
He ain't got no grandkids on the way.
Everybody all at once. Everybody all at once.
Ain't none of Will and Jada kids having kids. They gonna be fucking getting surrogate parents if they ever talk about they got kids.
Well, he could come out. He could
30 years old.
He could come out like Ricky Martin and then have another partner and adopt some kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
son,
his
30-something years old. You don't know if he's gonna have any kids or not.
man, that dude is fucking Dwayne Wade's son.
Okay, well, y'all just all this speculation.
That
All this,
nigga got a bunch of Dwayne Wade kids.
Bro,
That's
y'all
crazy.
niggas, bro, you don't even know that, Reggie.
Man, what about Jaden Smith? Come on,
That ain't his
man.
only child though. He got a child before
The
him.
girl the same way. She scissoring somewhere.
No, he
Shit.
got a
No, he got another boy,
He got a
Reggie.
son from that
Oh,
first
the
girl that
first
he was
lady.
with.
Yeah. See, the one with the other lady is regular.
you
Reggie,
don't know that.
This nigga Reggie talking about these nigga kids like he getting gas at the station.
Right?
He was
And
like,
they
he
relationship and
regular, dog.
everything. It's all it sounds like
Man,
it comes
you
from a
ain't seen
personal
them kids
space.
come out. You know damn
Reggie,
well
you forgot
Jaden
he
is.
even had another son, bro, till we just
Right?
said it, bro.
Facts.
And
It
then
sounds
you
like
say
they're
he
coming from a
regular. How you even
personal
know what he's
space,
doing?
Reggie.
Man, come on, Food Revolution all sensitive because she like Jada.
Oh, I'm sensitive. I'm the one
Yeah.
going off.
Yeah,
right?
Reggie don't call everybody. He's like, he ain't
Right?
gonna never had no grandkids. He need to go fuck another bitch
Right?
and start
You
over.
had an old soliloquy, but I'm
Damn.
right.
But I did look up. Trey got a girlfriend though. I'm looking at. She like
Damn.
She do. She damn. He got a new girlfriend. Damn. This one was white. You got a
Yeah, the
He
first
probably
one
got a
getting,
few girlfriends. That nigga
the
rich.
first one getting pussy.
This is another one right here. Okay, this nigga Trey out here.
Yeah, Trey doing
Yeah,
his
Trey
thing.
out there though. I ain't
It's
gonna
the
hold
other
you.
kids. The other
That
kids
nigga
who's
using that Smith name to his full potential.
Fact, he out there
That
swagging.
nigga out
for
there
real.
like DMX. What these bitches
Lawrence
want from a
Fishburne
nigga?
daughter. I don't know what she did with the pussy. Damn.
Porn.
That's a whole nother conversation.
That bitch did porn.
Yeah. But go ahead, HLD. Pass it around.
Man, I'm with Reggie, man.
All right, go ahead. Food Revolution, pass it around.
Regular coffee. Regular coffee.
All right, go ahead, Reggie. Damn, is my mic not working? Reggie, you go.
Yeah,
There we go.
but no. Thank my point proven. Trey out there doing normal
Okay, I don't hear shit.
male shit. And the other kids are the Dwayne Wade version of a family. That's what it
All
is.
right, I don't hear nothing. All right.
Oh, your
I can hear
audio
you.
must be out.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's why I said I think Jada done a lot to like really take that family backwards to the motherfucker. And even like that situation, man. But even August Alsina, man, to even go back to that, like he the one that really pulls some sucker shit. Like you getting some older cougar poo nanny, you don't leak that shit out. You should have kept that shit quiet. But the fact that she bringing that shit in the house, like, is the cold part. You go and get hotel rooms and shit like that. That's the ultimate level of disrespect. Like, from Jay to do that, then to treat it like it was nothing. Like, that's the foul part. And then it's like, that's sometimes family secrets should remain family secrets. Don't own up to that shit. Make that young fool look like a liar. But the shit was probably so much truth to it, and other people probably knew the secrets, like it was gonna come out, she had to tell it, but it goes to the foulness of her. If you a woman who tries to portray yourself of living to this high standard and this femininity and womanhood shit, and you out here living like a Figaro hoe, with the other side of this shit, this a kid who was friends with your kid, and you doing with what people do in porn movies and shit, fucking the mom and shit. Like she way out for that shit. And Will set
Damn,
back.
Reggie.
What's that?
No, go ahead. I'm listening, bro. You got the floor, and I'm gonna pass the foodie after this.
Yeah, but Will sat back and let that shit fester within him to where he felt like he really had to protect Jada because he still love her and shit, even though she done some foul shit to him. And Chris said some things that probably wasn't over the top, but he took it that way. But you did it out of what this woman done shamed you with. Like, nah, you should be getting back at her. If you gonna stay with her, you make her go through hell. Fuck that. Go get some new pussy. Knock some bitch up. I mean, not even do that shit. Not to bring a kid in, not out of love, but you go be toted around with some young bitches. But Will probably, young bitches probably don't even want Will. Like, that's the other cold part. Like the chick done snatched this nigga nut sacks, man. But I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them because I didn't think it would go that far to where it was going to damage his career. I didn't think the slap was that much to cause what kind of a backlash or whatever the fallout behind that shit was going to come out to be like this. But she fucked it up. She done fucked a lot of money up for her family and shit.
Go ahead, Food Revolution. This nigga Reggie is nuts. Yo, Will Smith. First of all, he's tall, he's rich, famous, has resources in movies, film, different type of industries. He's gonna be able to get him a bitch when he 80, nigga.
Man, that nigga Tiger Woods. He Tiger Woods with the bitches right now.
Man, get out of here, man. That and
Somebody
Tiger Woods
still
can get
snatch
one
Tiger.
too.
Stop it.
Tonight, they gonna go because it's Tiger Woods. Yeah, but go ahead, Foodie.
I think it's just funny how, you know, all of the double standards and the hypocrisies are being put out here on the table tonight, the red table. You know, it's like, you know, you don't know what's going on in a person's household, and that's why people should keep their mouth shut. And nobody had anything to say about all of the rumors that was going on about what was going on between those two in the relationship until this Oscar slap. There have been rumors going on about open relationships and all kind of shit with Will and Jada for years. But now all of a sudden niggas who ain't making Will Smith's money got so much to say about what's going on with Will Smith's money. He fine. That nigga done made so much money, he don't have to work no more. But I don't think that there are any real opportunities that are being taken away, anything more than what was taken away or what he wasn't have options for before, because his career been on somewhat of the downcline for a minute. He been on Netflix movies and all that kind of shit. He's older. He done made his money. Everybody got their 15 minutes in the spotlight. He worked his well for a long time, and you know, it's just the nature of the beast. So I really don't think that woman that you call a bald-headed bitch had anything to do with it. But you can blame it on whatever you want to blame it on, because clearly you're coming from a personal space.
Oh,
Mark,
you
it was 100%.
Now I gotta turn
You
the
called
Kevin
it ahead of
Smith.
time.
Hold on.
Mark,
Let
you
me say
said
one
that
thing
it
to
was
Food
like,
Revolution
well, he got
before I
so
pass
much
the mic
money.
to Reggie. Food Revolution. By that same logic, I don't ever want to hear you talk about Al Heyman broke, because you don't have Al Heyman money and you ain't doing Al Heyman business. So no more PBC is broken. Showtime going out of business. That's what you saying?
Yeah, but I'm not making it up. There's actual documentation.
Oh my God, he ain't making this up about her fucking with this dude. We know for a fact she fucked with that dude. August.
I'll tell you this. I don't give a fuck about Al Heyman or his money, Will Smith or his money, or Jada Pinkett on his money. But it's just always the niggas who ain't at the top got something to say about a nigga who's at the top. You don't hear other ballers talking about, oh yeah, well none of that shit.
Yeah, they do.
Those are problems that you ain't never gonna have to have.
Them the
It ain't
biggest
just about
fucking
his
haters
money.
on the planet. Stop that
They
bullshit.
hate on each other too.
Listen, Reggie, you didn't come in talking
Ken
about his money. You started talking about she a
Hirschman.
bald-headed
Ken
bitch and all
Hirschman
this other
and
shit.
I didn't talk about his money food revolution. That's why I'm like tripping where you brought money at. I think you trying to defend Jada. You've been in
No, you did
entanglement
say she
before.
done fucked up all his money.
She did fuck the money up. You've been
Okay, but you didn't. But you just said what you didn't say.
Entanglements. Have you fucked up a relationship before? Because
Your
you really
emotions is
defending
getting
her.
into it, man. You just said that you didn't talk about his money. Then you just said you just
That's not talking
confirmed
about
what I
his money.
said.
It's
You
talking
talking
about
well, hold up, Food Revolution. He's been banned from the Oscars for 10 years.
I don't think he gives a fuck.
Oh no, he gives a fuck.
Why?
He definitely does. He definitely does.
Why the fuck would he
And
give
I
a
was
fuck?
the one who blatantly said that she messed up
That's the highest.
messed up the
That's
church's money.
like people
But
want
you
to
don't
win.
get paid. You don't get paid from the Oscars.
No.
You
think
do.
about
Being
this, though.
Oscar nominated make your
It's
movie
affected
still.
his movie
It
role.
gives you a higher
Think about
ranking
the
on
director
Netflix.
or the producer.
Okay, so
hold
Jamie
on,
Foxx won an Oscar.
ma'am,
And
let
he's
me
making more
finish.
money now.
Let me get 10 seconds. Let me get 10 seconds. Think about a director, Oscar, producers, and people who might want to work with you, but they ain't never won no Oscar. They want to win an Oscar one day. If I put you in the movie, you can't even come with us to none of the Oscar shit. Like you've been banned for 10 years. It is a bad look. This ain't no good look, Food Revolution. We can agree to that, right?
We can agree to that.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to do with your money because look at this. Jamie Foxx won an Oscar how long ago? Has he been even nominated for another one? Halle Berry won an Oscar how long ago? Has she even been nominated for another one?
but they got opportunities because they
What's
were
your point with
nominated.
that though? Like you still get to write your own ticket though. Like you they gotta, when they mention you, they gotta say Oscar, Academy Award winner, blah blah blah. That changes your pay grade when you
Right,
go out here moving and
but it
shaking.
doesn't mean it doesn't mean that he can't be a producer. It doesn't mean
No.
he
But
can't.
what about the other people who like, man, it's you though? You know, we ain't gonna get there because you on it. You blackball.
I just feel like listen with this
You
conversation. I
trying
just
to
feel like
defend Jada bald-headed ass and her entanglement. You
That's
no.
tried
What
all
I'm
it
trying to
is.
say is that
you had an
that nigga
entanglement
did what he wanted
before,
to do that
and
night, and now he is
you done
paying
had
for
you an
that shit.
entanglement, and you trying to defend that shit.
That's
And
the,
also, what
Reggie,
I'm
well,
trying
that's
to
a
say,
personal text that we don't know if that's true or not, Reg. Let's
and
stay on track.
also,
Stay on track.
and also, what I'm trying to say is that nigga got money. He ain't never got to work again, and he's gonna get his opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Oscars or no Oscars. So you know what I was responding to is all of the vitriol that you had for this woman talking about this, that, and the third. No adult needs to take
You don't
responsibility.
think she did nothing wrong though, Food Revolution? She did nothing wrong in your eyes.
As far as him slapping that man in the face.
She did nothing wrong in your eyes.
Okay, what are we talking about? Are we talking about him cheating, being cheated on, or him, or him slapping that man
Do
in
you
the face?
see any wrong in what she's done? Just simple as that.
Has she ever done anything wrong in her life? Of course, she's admitted to that. But what I am trying to understand before you interrupt again, what angle are you coming from? Are you coming from him slapping Chris Rock in the face, which we're talking about, which was part of the material that he presented in his stand-up, or are you talking about her cheating on him? Those are two separate situations, but you want to tie them together, like her cheating on him and him accepting it on the Red Table Talk led to him slapping that man in the face. Which one?
There are chain events that occur from one event that roll into the next event, and the next event, and then the catastrophic event.
That's life, though.
Hold on, let Reggie finish because and then I'm
defending this woman, acting as if she done nothing wrong. She's good to go because she's a woman and she can do that. Now, when a man do that, your reactions will be totally fucking different. And I can make speculation on that and knowing it will be totally different. She done a lot to F up a lot of opportunities for him. The embarrassment he faced from her coming out saying that shit has set many things back, and it fueled his anger sitting at that damn show. Should she have grabbed him and stopped him? And even sometimes I look at people's response to how she reacted to it. She didn't even want to state that she could have did something differently from that shit. She washed her hands of it. Jada foul as fuck.
Okay, let me go to Sir Singh. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I think it's kind of disingenuous.
Okay, well, I'll say this then. When it comes to
Mark, you can't hear him talking?
I can't hear him.
He was getting ready to answer you.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Reg,
can you hear? Can you hear?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now? Go ahead.
You
Go ahead,
did
sir.
that earlier, Mark, to me. That's why I'm thinking that's what happened now with Sir Senior. You couldn't hear him.
Oh, okay. Well, I can hear him now. I can hear you now. I didn't change nothing. But go ahead, fam. It could be.
Y'all was just saying
though.
it was disingenuous.
The Wi-Fi.
Honestly, to really play like Jada had no part in it. Will was fine. He was laughing. Then he saw her reaction. He made a reaction. He made a knee-jerk reaction off of her reaction. That all stemmed from him watching her and knowing what was going to come from that foolishness. So there was no reason to act like Jada had no part in that. Secondly, he did mess up his own self by running out there for his woman. But most people felt, oh, that's what he's supposed to do. People who were championing Jada, they was like, oh, well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stand out there for your woman. You're supposed to jump out there, and be a dummy and catch a random bullet for no reason for a woman who keeps putting herself in trouble. Like he's Mario or something. Keep saving this princess who ends up with a monkey. Like unnecessary foolishness.
No, I got what he's saying.
Yeah, like how the princess always is getting captured by you know, dragons and monkeys and stuff like that, and Mario keep going to save her. You need to cancel that. Hold on, get another one. Okay, so
I can hear you.
Yeah, I get the analogy. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, bro, overkill. Let me say something, man. When it comes to this shit, though, at the end of the day, Jimmy Kimmel did a lot of jokes about that shit tonight. I don't think he's gonna slap Jimmy Kimmel when he see him. And I haven't heard him tell nobody else they need to. He didn't tell Jimmy Kimmel he needs to move on so I can heal. He's not hurt by Jimmy Kimmel's joke.
Y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yo, Mark.
Yeah,
I think Mark fell off. His connection or something.
Do I need to do CPR?
Give me CPR.
Damn it, bro.
Help me, Food Revolution. Help me.
Shut your ass up.
She about to bend you over the red table, man, with all that shit talking to her you doing, bro.
Y'all crazy.
Help me, Food Revolution. I need CPR.
Oh, he didn't fell all the way off. Damn.
Oh man, we carry it on, man. I look, at the end of the day, Chris Rock had every right to do what he did with his special. We kind of turned the topic as far, who's the fault of the whole entire thing. Look, I strongly believe she's a pure toxic woman. I'm not. She's a pure toxic woman, shitty mother on top of that. And now that shit that, doing all that interview and stuff, that stuff of trying to get her 5 minutes of fame, trying to be Oprah and shit, and trying to bring her game up, and all she did is just fuck her entire family up, and the dynamic of what should have been personal.
It's a popular show.
So yeah, but it went down to shit now, hasn't it? I don't think she's nothing of an example for anybody to look up to. I wouldn't want my daughter to look up to her. You know what I mean? If I had a daughter at all, zero. There's nothing to look up to. She's just somebody who uses people.
I never said that. Yeah.
No. Hey, I'm throwing that out there. I'm just throwing that out there. She's nothing to look up to at all. And is Will Smith have a large part to blame? Yeah, he's the fucking man of the house, acting like a bitch, and he's not taking care of business. So big time, everything in between. So I don't absolve him because he's the one to blame for accepting it. He accepted it. He takes
Both
it.
of them.
And that's him. But she is a toxic woman, period. And all the stuff, psychological effect that she has, put him through. I mean, even the interview, what the fuck? How do you convince a man to be interviewed just like Chris Rock said, yo, I fucked her that I know. How do you feel? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, who the like really, man? I mean, that's some psychological warfare. And that really rings up when a man, because when he gets out of that table, he has to go to the real world. We have to look at other men who are looking at him like a bitch. And what the fuck? He just has no balls. And so there's a lot to it that he's accepting, maybe in the name of love or whatever the fuck. But he needs to take care of that part. But as far as she, she's a disgusting person to me. Nothing else to it. There's nothing else that I mean, there's nothing she can do to make me look at her like a decent, woman. Maybe a person, maybe she'll do some good here and there, but as a woman, she's trash.
And you have a right to your opinion, but just like there are so many women who are living in a household full of abuse and all kind of shit, you can't do us from the outside can't do nothing. It could be your mama, your sister, whatever. You can say, leave that motherfucker. I will help you take care of yourself when you leave, and you're gonna be just fine. But they won't. You can't do nothing when other people want to stay in a certain situation. That's all I'm saying. It's not her fault for being a toxic person. It is his fault for staying and taking the abuse.
Is what I just said.
I agree with that, and I also say that's some really trash parenting from the both of them.
Yep.
If he wants to be with a crazy toxic woman, he can do that without destroying his kid's life. If she wants to be a crazy toxic woman, she can do that without destroying their kid's life. They got kids, they got babies. These are impressionable youth.
They're all adults now.
No, they've been doing this for years.
Right, but they're all adults now.
They're still stuck. And when you go through that level of trauma, you're stuck where that trauma started.
But
mentally,
but now it's time for them to go and get some medication and some therapy. It's their job now to fix that and separate themselves from their parents. But they still stay under their limelight because you're also addicted to the limelight. So you're an adult now. and they're about my kids' age. So you're grown and you can do whatever you want to do now. To cut yourself off from their money and the fame and separate yourself and do whatever you want to do. So, you know, I'm a big advocate for grown ass people not sitting there complaining. You weren't complaining when you was getting all of the perks, but
Yeah,
you
but
don't want to deal with the damage.
yeah, but sometimes when you grow up, you're a product of your environment, and
You
you
are a
don't know,
product
and
of your
you don't know
right.
any better from your bitch ass mother and bitch ass father.
You do know
So you
better.
know, no,
You do
a
know
lot of
better.
people don't know because it's how they know. All they know is the limelight,
they're not
the
hood people
money,
though.
and that's
Hold
it.
on. Let him speak.
That's all. When all you know is that, and you don't know any better because nobody's helped you to guide you to see any better. That's what's the problem with all of our communities. A lot of kids are raised by piece of shit parents, raising more piece of shit kids. We're gonna have more piece of shit kids because they don't know any better. That's all
But
they
they do
know.
though. They're not from
Very
our
few and far
community.
between. Is there a kid who's gonna have the filter to know how to filter stupidity to do things right? There's very few and far between. Are there success stories like that? Absolutely, but they're very few because not every kid has got the same filter. Not every kid is as bright as the other kid, and that happens throughout all of our communities. And all they know is, oh, my dad is a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit. My mom is a crow. I'm a hoe, and that's the way it is.
Let me ask Food Revolution something. Food Revolution. How does someone learn right from wrong, or who teaches you how to be a good father if you never had a father, or who teaches you how to be a good mother or a good wife or a good husband if you didn't grow up with that? How do you learn other than from outside resources, or learn from what, TV, books? Like, how do you learn?
Sometimes you learn from knowing what not to do. You see that you didn't like the experiences that you had, so you simply just don't repeat those experiences that you had, and then you go from there.
But that's on certain levels. You don't know the process or the steps of how to do certain things if nobody ever told you or showed you. You
In your own home, yes, but you can't tell me that there's not one or two examples of somebody that these people have grown up and seen. This is more like what I would like to have an example of in my life.
You can,
especially when you have money.
Fair enough. Okay, you're talking about with money, right? Okay, that's
and I'm talking about we're talking about these specific kids, right?
At this point, I was talking about most people in the world, like aren't rich.
See,
more people are not rich.
That's the issue that I had, but we were talking about these kids. We're not talking about anyone.
I kind of blacked out, so I was talking about something else, and then I came back in. So that's what.
That's my answer. There's I don't believe that God never gives you any examples of good and only bad. There's always the good example, and if you spend a little bit of time in a good example as a human being, you'll be more receptive to the positive than the negative. So you know what you don't want to do. But you do know, but you may not know what you want to do, but you know what you don't want to do. If you were abused as a child, you may say, I don't want to, I didn't like that shit, but that doesn't mean you need to grow up and repeat those same, examples of what you had. You know that there's got to be something better. So I'm simply not going to hit my kids or do, touch my kids or whatever. So you can't tell me, oh, all you know is what you've grown up with. That's a bullshit excuse.
I get you. Now that happens on both sides of the spectrum. You get some people hurt people, but you get some people like, hey, I got beat, so I'm not gonna beat my kids.
Exactly.
But also, nobody teaches you how to do it though. You just now those kids just run all over you. That don't mean just because you didn't beat your kids because you got whippings, now your kids grow up to be super successful. Like they run all over you. Like you don't know how to.
So there's always a gray area.
Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they do, because there's a lot of people just don't know what they're doing. And if they're not that smart, I'm sorry, some kids are just not bright. Some people are, we got a lot of stupid people. I'm not talking about kids, adults. They're just dumb as fuck. And they don't know how to process shit. I got cousins that are fucking retarded. They don't know what the fuck they doing. They don't know how to discern right from wrong. And they used to follow the easy way of life and doing the stupid shit. And no matter what the fuck it is. So that's why it's a problem when you don't have these kids who are not that bright to know how to fucking discern right from wrong. And they need the proper guidance to take them over the mountain with that, because they don't know better. So we have a lot of retardation out there. Let's call it what it is. I don't know what the new word is, but it's retardation the way I grew up. And they don't know better. And I'm talking about those kids that are hovering around 70 IQ, 75. They're not that bright. And so they only know what they see, and that's it.
Okay, well, before anyone else jumps on, HOD, like I just said, sometimes you don't know what you know what you don't like, so you don't repeat that. And like Mark said, sometimes it swings from one end of the pendulum to the next. There is a gray area, but you don't know what possibly genetic, defaults that these people may have. There's a lot of psychological issues that are not being dealt with in a lot of these communities, especially the poor communities. I am a huge advocate of mental health, and we don't have enough of mental health help in America. So I feel like a lot of these people, if they were to reach out, or if they were just to be able to get some of the things, the mental health help, to be able to be more of a balanced human being, then they would do much better than even they think they can do. I understand we are a product of our environment, but once you become a certain age, you have to seek out help. You don't know. You don't know what you don't know, but you do know what you don't, know. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But I'm
when
just saying.
when I'm watching videos of kids that are 10 to 30, girls 10 to 13 years old, they're talking about what they want to do. I gotta find my man with money, have his baby, so I can take all his money. That's the type of shit that I'm listening to from kids.
That's the only way they know of survival, because that's
All
all
right.
they
So my
do.
point is, that's all they know. Who's gonna teach them that's not the right way to
So here
live?
we go again in a circular conversation. These kids are no longer children anymore. That we're talking
Yeah,
about Will and Smith. Will and
go ahead.
Willie.
And
It
then
ain't even just from these kids. They parents learn. When I was a kid,
let Reg
I was
jump, and
hearing
then let
these.
Puro jump in after that. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Reg.
I was hearing these young girls spew that same shit as the '80s kids. That was the talking point of a lot of teenage girls of having kids. They don't need a man, and that's kind of the point in which that shit began, because they were learning that shit from their own mothers. And it's a sick cycle. It's a cycle that nobody's addressed. But I think with the internet and a lot of what was coming with the conversations from like a Kevin Samuels, to really even highlight and open that. Like, a lot of people didn't like the approach and the delivery of it, but it was the proper way to deliver that. You gotta be blunt about a lot of this shit. And the same approaches goes to a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes come with the same whole shit that people are willing to address women on. It's a lot of dudes, like HOD was saying, some people are just dumb as fuck, and they approach shit foul. Like, and I mean, that's just it.
Can I say one thing before we move on to the next person, Mark? I know you want to move on. Where
Yeah, Puro
does self?
because he hadn't had a chance to
I
speak in
got
a
you.
while.
I got you. Where does self accountability come in? And that's all I'm gonna say.
How does Puro even get to jump in off that? That's a question. Who's the question to?
For everybody who's saying that everybody's a product of this social media and of their environment and all that kind of stuff, when do you become accountable for your own actions?
Yeah, I don't blame none of this shit on social media. I think it comes from the point in which it was brought up. The accountability is to tell motherfuckers they wrong, not sugarcoat. We live in a sugar-coated world where people cry because you're blunt about stuff. Like, I hear it all the time where people think I'm mean, but let it settle in for about a month or two, and you be seeing exactly where the fuck I was coming from. May say it fucked up.
But you just blame Jada for doing what Will was doing.
Jada is wrong in every aspect,
The
and you talk
question
about
and pose it.
accountability, and you won't even you talk accountability, you won't even hold that woman accountable. That woman's a wife. She should learn how to function like a wife. She's a mother. She should learn how to function like a mother. She's an adult who made a fucking mistake, and she should own up to that. And if she's gonna stay in the marriage, like people who say, this is why I say I don't want to do that marriage shit, because I don't want to deal with other accountability. I live perfectly doing shit on my own, and I'm like nomadic when it comes to that relationship shit. Shit go bad and it be stupid arguments, or a chick do some Jada shit, man, that relationship is done, data. And I'm back on my own shit. But outside of that shit, I respect. If I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna respect the vows of it. Are people gonna make mistakes? Yeah. And if we gonna maintain being together, let's fix all the shit where we was wrong at. And then I got your back, you got my back. That chick ain't doing none of that shit. And that's the flaws that a lot of people have in marriage. And a lot of people may hear me say, I don't want to be, I ain't with the marriage shit. No, I'm not with it. But am I against it? No. So when I see two people who are married, you need to stand by the motherfucking standards of what marriage is. And people don't do that shit. And marriage is supposed to be accountability. And you get married motherfuckers who ain't accountable for shit. For one, you shouldn't even make the mistake of doing extramarital shit. And if you open to we have an open relationship, then you should never walk the vows of whatever you say in church because you're full of shit.
Go ahead, Porto. Porto, you there? Unmute your mic. Trying to get you in on the conversation. Don't tell me I did all that fighting to get you in the conversation and you gone. All right, he gone.
Pearl be trying to act too nice, man.
Yeah, all right, go ahead, Food Revolution. I mean, Sir Senior, just trying to pass it around. Make sure everybody get a chance to speak.
Yeah, that's a big thing is being accountable. You have to be accountable to every aspect that you are. If you're a man, a woman, a husband, a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, business owner, partner, whatever you are, you're all of those things at once. If you're all of those things, and you in each one of those, you need to do the job. You took on the position, you need to do the job. If you're the husband, then you need to be the husband all the time. You need to act like a husband. If you're the wife, you need to be the wife all the time. Not just when it's convenient, not just when you get in the perks or you're laughing and you're on vacation and everything's good. When the bad stuff comes, you still that husband, you're still that wife, and you're still that mom, you're still that dad. Even when those kids get grown, you're still their parent. So you got to do that job all the time. Or don't have kids. Don't get married. Don't get in a relationship.
Go ahead, Porto.
Sorry, Mark. As soon as you said go ahead, Puto, my computer froze. I swear to God. It's an interesting topic that we're talking about. Like for me, like I had a really strict mom, and I had a dad that like, he was a real good dad, but I did a lot of dumb stuff. So I really don't think there's like retarded kids out there or dumb kids out there. I mean, we're all capable of doing making the wrong decision. To urge to be human. I don't think. I mean, I'm a new father. Like I have a daughter, and I thank God I have sisters, and she has her mother. She's a good mother. Cause like if I was here, if I was trying to raise her by myself, bro, like I don't even know what I would do. It's kind of scary sometimes, but she's a good kid, and I'm doing my best that I can, in her upbringing, and but I thank God that I got to see, like my mother how she was with my sisters, so it's. But back to what I wanted to address what Food Revolution was saying about when does self accountability come in. I think that's the top thing with anybody. You always have to hold yourself accountable because at the end of the day, we all transition from adolescence to adulthood, and at the end of the day, all your successes and all your failures are all on one person, and that's yourself.
Go ahead, Food. HOD. Reggie.
I think some need to really go into the deep, lowest parts of our communities where they're broke and all they're doing is being raised by people who only doing street shit and see what their kids are doing. Exactly the same thing mom and dad's doing. That's all they know. And they carry that out throughout their adulthood because that's all they know. They feel it in their bones. This is how it is. And it's a vicious cycle. There are some who are able to get some light of good in their lives, but many that are in the cycle of shit don't see that and don't understand it. Don't even understand empathy and compassion. So that's what I mean. I'm just talking from what I know. And I see that happen all the fucking time. Now, I'm not saying all of the problems are like that because obviously we got these morons like the John Moran who have fucking raised by good parents and they're all this shit and trying to act stupid. Of course, we got idiots like that who need to be held accountable. I'm using him not only as a sole example, but that's just an example of how there's people who are out there who yeah, motherfucker, you should know better. But there's a lot of kids who don't know better, and when they're in a cycle of that family of the Will Smith, all they know is the limelight, social media, and that's it. It's just they think that's the real world, and they have no clue about anything else.
Go ahead, Foodie.
Yeah, like I was saying, sometimes you don't know what you should do, but you have made. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on, my dog is tripping. Hold on.
All right.
Sometimes we always no. I had to mute it for a second. Sometimes we don't know exactly the answer of what we should do, but we know what we don't want to do, and we see that in the home from the example of our parents. No matter what the example is, if you don't agree with it as an individually minded human being, because we all have our own brain, then you say, you know what, I don't want to do this. So how am I going to figure out what I want to do? I'm going to seek out better examples, and there's always better examples. It doesn't necessarily have to be in your community. You can go outside of your community to find better answers. Wait and just be single and not do anything. Don't make any decisions until you find the example that you're looking for. But we all have our own brains. If you're of a certain higher IQ, you can figure shit out. You know, you don't always have to look for an example. And I think one thing I don't like about in the Black community is we hold these celebrities or and basketball players and these athletes to this high ass level of what we should live our lives for. An example of how to live our lives, but they're human beings just the same. And my thing was like, I wasn't saying that Jada's right or Will is right or he's the victim or whatever. But if he married that woman, and if he decides he wants to stay with that woman, then what the fuck do I care? If he wants to continue to take the abuse, it's none of my business. He's not asking my opinion. You can have an opinion, but what he ultimately does with it doesn't really matter. He's just doing what the fuck he wants to do. And until he has had enough, you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like my mom said, you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired, and then just move on. And we don't know all the things that are going on in a relationship. Sometimes maybe she has put up with a lot of cheating and all these other things. He's a rich and successful man, and you don't know what she's put up with. And that example of what he did and slapping that man in the face has nothing to do with, I just don't see what, if he's accepted that she cheated on him and he moved on, that had nothing to do with him slapping that man in the face.
What you think it was about then? He just slapped him because he didn't like the joke?
Yeah,
that was really just about that joke?
He didn't like, I'm just saying this is one thing I always said about that. He may not have liked that his wife was embarrassed, but there was a better way he could have handled it. He could have went to the backstage and say, hey man, you know what, I've always had respect for you, and I thought we had a little mutual thing going on as far as the respect goes. I would appreciate it if you don't ever speak about my wife ever again, ever, period.
What about his wife? Hold up, but what about his wife speaking about him?
Not in the moment. I'm talking about in that moment.
Well, she had spoke about him not hosting before.
When she said what?
His wife, the whole shit. Remember at the beginning where she was saying people should boycott the Oscars and not go to the Oscars. Will should have been nominated for a concussion. She started the Oscar So White hashtag, basically, and he was like, "Yo, she want me to not do my job, quit my job, because her husband didn't get nominated." Like, yo, what the fuck? What kind of shit is that?
Okay, maybe I didn't see the whole joke because I thought the whole thing of why he slapped her.
That wasn't even a joke. No, that wasn't a joke. That's something she really did. That predicated this. His wife had opinion about this man. This man makes a joke about your wife.
Yeah, and I thought the predication was that he made the joke about her wife. I didn't hear his wife. I didn't hear the whole thing about being nominated. Did she insult
It was a
her?
whole thing with concussion. It was a whole thing when Concussion wasn't nominated. She was telling people to boycott the Oscars. Chris Rock shouldn't be doing it. He took the job because it was a lot of pressure. Like, man, Chris Rock been a big dude hosting these shits for a long time. But what's up, Pittsburgh T?
What's happening to the panel, man? Salute to everybody, man. I just wanted to give a little different perspective with that whole kid thing, man, because I got a little bit different. I've been a father of my own kid. I've been a stepfather, and I've also taken the child into my home. So I've kind of approached this thing at all different angles. And at any point, especially when you're dealing with teenagers to young adults, those kids make a decision in their mind. They're gonna listen or not listen, or they're gonna blame you for some shit. And it predicates on the individual when they're gonna do it. If they're gonna do the 13, 14, 18, 20, it's an individual choice. And I've even got to the point where I've saved somebody out of a situation as a child that's not mine. And that child, I ain't had to do none of that shit. And that child don't even speak to me or my wife. So it goes across the board to me as an individual at some point, even though you might not be of age, when you make certain decisions, you have to live with those decisions. You can blame as many people as you want to, even though the child might be 16 and 17. But if they're literally not listening to anybody, if they're blaming people and people are trying to reach out to help them, because best believe no matter how destitute the child is, there's always somebody that's trying to help that damn child. It's just if the child is actually listening at certain points. And we've all had those situations where somebody might have came along, gave you a word, tried to give you some encouragement, whatever the case, whatever they had to lend, and you denied it. So, I mean, even though that might not be your recant of things, that's probably actually what happened a lot of times. So sometimes the accountability thing, I say all that to say this, sometimes all that accountability thing, we can't just use it as a number. Because at 16, girls are getting pregnant, young boys have babies, they're getting in fights, they're getting thrown out of school. They're making life decisions at these ages. Even though they're underage, they're making some decisions that could really fuck them up. And I don't believe it's a lot of people that are encouraging them to do these things. Even the people that are so-called bad people selling drugs or whatever the case may be, they're even telling them not to do it. So at some point, that age barrier, it goes back to the individual.
Pittsburgh T, but the brain isn't even developed at 15 and 16 all the way. So yeah, they might be making mistakes that's going to cost them their whole life, but that doesn't mean the frontal part of the lobe of the brain is fully developed. That's why they charge people as minors. That's why your grown ass, you fucking with that 15, 16-year-old girl, you going to jail. You get what I'm saying?
Can still make that, yeah, but you still made a decision though, Mark. Even if you're right with your frontal lobe.
A long time just to get this on. I was just about to type it. But Pittsburgh T, just because you are a child making adult decisions don't mean you know everything was on the up and up with that. You know, that's not just, oh, you need to be accountable. You need to be accountable. You made some adult decisions. Be accountable. Man, that's not how it always goes. And that's not even how the court holds it up. That's not how you will hold it up. If your child or you know, was sleeping with a grown or some grown ass person sleeping with your child, you ain't gonna be like, well, I guess you was doing some grown shit. You were fucking, so it is. No, you're gonna want to kill that motherfucker fucking with your child. But go ahead.
But what if it's another 16-year-old though, Mark? If it's two 16-year-olds having sex and they have a baby, it doesn't have to be a grown ass man. Like some decisions you can make, even though you are a child and you don't understand the consequences, you still have to deal with it. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it was they knew what they were doing. We've done shit always. We've all done shit and got away with some shit and been a close fucking call. Everybody on this panel probably did some shit and got away with it. And we look back like, damn, that could have went real fucking bad. But if it do go bad, you got to stand in the pocket of that because you made that decision is what I'm saying.
Okay. Go ahead, y'all. And after this, we got to get the final thought.
Just real quick, I want to speak. This scenario is very much different than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you don't have nobody who to listen to because you got nobody telling you what the fuck to do. That's a difference. You yourself, you're trying to instill some education and some values to these kids that you're raising, and God bless you for that. But there's kids who don't have that, and all they have is evil around them. People doing the same shit on the streets, and that's all they fucking do. And they see mom. This is what mom does. This is what I'm gonna do. See, that's the difference. There's no good voice of reason in these kids' lives. That's the problem that I think there is a lot in our community. That there isn't a voice of reason because it's been so long of pieces of shit raising pieces of shit. They don't know any better. It's not like one generation of foul parents raising. No, man, it's several generations by now, and I see it all the fucking time. And they don't know anything. And it's like they're dumb as fuck. They don't want to learn any better because they don't know any better. Now, yes, there are kids who have a lot of good influences and should know. Then at one point in their lives, look, Pittsburgh P raised me. He taught me was how to do right. If I'm doing wrong, but at some point in my life, yeah, that child's have to take responsibility because they know better. Somebody taught them how to do better. It's up to their decisions to make it right when they're adults. And I totally understand and I fully accept that they should have accountability. But what about those who don't have a voice of reason in their lives at all? What are we gonna do about those? The ones that are all incarcerated and shit. That's a problem.
Okay. Go ahead, Foodie.
You know, I guess we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on some points of that because you're just not gonna. You see it from only one angle, and I see it from both angles. No one here is born evil, and there are always some good influences. But like Pittsburgh T was saying, sometimes these kids, you know, unfortunately, they've been damaged for so long that when someone does try to come in and speak voice of reason to them, they just don't want to hear it. They don't believe it. So my point was that at some point in your life you're no longer beholden to live in your parents' house. And so if you don't like the experiences that you've had living in your parents' house, you got to go. You need to get out, go to college or go to just there are plenty of runaways or whatever. You got to get the fuck out because you know that wherever you're living is the straight hell. And then you can build your own life experiences and learn from those. You know, I mean, we all got some hard lumps to take no matter what, no matter where we come from, good, bad, or indifferent. You know, then you got the kids who grew up in a perfect household and all of a sudden they wake up and they murder their entire fucking family. Like, you know, they had everything and you wonder why. So, you know, there's just different experiences in life, but you do have to take accountability for your own actions over the age of 18. You know, that's all I have to say.
But y'all don't think like under 18, I think, look, that's the way I look at it. Everybody can't afford to make the same decisions depending on where they're coming from. Person got a little bit more means and two parent household, they might be able to make a mistake and get away with it. That single parent that's struggling to get it wrong, that kid probably can't make that many damn mistakes. So I think that has something to do with it. Now that doesn't necessarily, that's not the kid's fault, but that's just the reality of the situation. Sometimes we got to deal with reality and not what makes us feel good. And I think, to me, that's always the biggest problem in our society that we have right now, because everything is based off feelings and everybody want to feel good about everything. And there's no discipline there. With discipline, there's no feel good in it. And I think that's a huge problem if you're trying to feel good all damn time.
Well, real quick, one thing I wanted to say is that's the reason why, you know, like how your frontal lobe is not fully developed until you're about, I think it's age 25. That's the whole reason why I feel like most kids who commit murder under that age and they've been under bad influences, I don't believe you should give them the life penalty. Can you give them 30 years or maybe, you know, 25, 30 years? Yeah, they should pay for their actions. But to say that someone can never, ever, you know, come back into society and they can never be reformed and learn from their actions once their brain is functioning at, you know, the mature level that it should be, I don't believe that. So I'm not an advocate of getting a life or, you know, or the death penalty for most kids that commit crimes under the age of 18 years old. And then I think I lost my thought. Go ahead.
Man, fuck that. If the kid committed some heinous crime, I would say give some of the motherfuckers the death penalty. Life in prison, absolutely. Some of these motherfuckers are just sinister. And I don't think some of the actions, like real school shooting shit, is no accidental ass shit.
I mean, how
Well,
can they
I
ever
said most,
repay it?
not all. I said most, not all. That would be an exception to the rule of what I would say.
I mean, how can anybody really repay that debt? I mean, because the person they killed ain't never coming back. You know, I mean, I'm not the one. I don't think shit. I don't even know where to start. Like, I would never want to be to put a position as like, hey, Puro, what should we do with this murder? I hope that never that's never the case. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, that person that they killed ain't never coming back.
Shit, their family's still here.
Yeah, they got to deal. Yeah, those are the ones that really hurt, really deal with it, right? Because the person's dead.
But I
And the
don't
other
get you say that person who's dead's never coming back, so that means let the killer out.
No, I'm not saying let the killer out. I'm just saying I don't even know what to do in that situation because, like, I don't think that person that killed could ever really repay that debt back because that person's not coming back. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, they dead is to fucking pay for their crime. That's to sit their ass locked away.
Reggie talking about eye for an eye.
Yeah,
So
but
30 years.
some of
So
the
a 30-year
cases, yeah.
sentence is not paying for your crime if you went in at 16 or 15
If
or
you
14.
go in there and you shoot up 10 of your fucking classmates you should fucking be facing the death penalty. I don't.
Well, that's not an example that I would use. I'm not talking about mass murders. I'm talking about if you, you're in a gang and you shoot and kill somebody and you get caught. One person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about you're a psychopath and you've gone on a killing spree. You know, I'm just talking about there are a lot of like gangbangers, some young kids who have gotten caught in. And their initiation was to go and do a fucking drive-by on somebody and you're 11 years old. And the reason why you do it is because you ain't got no way to feed yourself. Your parents are on dope. Your father is a fucking abuser, or you don't even know who the fuck he is. And somebody told you to do some dumb shit, and you're an 11 or a 12-year-old, and then they put you into juvenile hall until you're old enough to get transferred into the penitentiary, and then you get transferred into the penitentiary, and you're supposed to spend the rest of your life in prison. Those are the situations I'm talking about.
But
Well,
you
like
know what's happening before they got real tough and giving people these long sentences? Teenagers were doing that shit, getting right out, and guess what they were doing?
Going right
Killing
back
them.
in.
Exactly.
All right, got Brandon Washington here. What up, man? Brandon, go ahead.
Well,
Washington,
before Brandon talks, I was saying, prison is not a reform, and that's another situation we have to deal with the way that we deal with criminals. They're not really doing any actual reform for these people. They're not helping them to, fix the problems that, occurred in their childhood that led them to be that type of a person. So,
Great
I
point.
mean, it's not reform, but you got to store motherfuckers somewhere. I mean, I got a brother who's sitting in prison currently, who I matter of fact talked to his ass today. But at some point, you doing certain shit, you repeating certain shit, you become to where you're not fit for society. You're a danger to motherfuckers in society trying to live their fucking life. Like we got to
right.
be honest at some point. This is not just a thing where people sitting there a long time. Like I said, you can go right back into you listen to older cats because there's older cats who may live out here free with us who have probably killed someone and they have done crimes where they've killed someone and done 2, 3, and 5 years before they start doing these long mandatory sentences that they have to get tough on a lot of these crimes. But are even looking in today where their complaints about how soft some DAs are. They're letting people out on bond, and what are a lot of these cats doing? Not saying it's a major problem, but there's a lot of them who are getting out on this this cash bail, cash bond reform shit. Their cats getting out, and what are they going? Right out here and killing other people. Like some motherfuckers are just extremely violent and can't help that shit.
Yeah,
Reg, hold on, fool.
okay,
I gotta wrap this up. I gotta wrap this up. Check your email too. Reg, go ahead. Give me your final thoughts on everything we talked about.
Yeah, on the Tyson Fury thing, man. He need to hurry up and sign that contract. Stop ducking this dude. I don't think Usyk can beat Fury. I think Fury will whoop on him. Fury need to get realistic about that money. That tag team boxing shit. Floyd just ain't that dude no more, man. Nobody's really entertained and wanted to go out there in droves to see him. So I know he's trying to step it up to fight a Pacquiao. I don't think people are entertained with that. People are more entertained. People are more entertained with what
God bless
KSI
you.
and thank you, what KSI, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, and other infamous social media cats are out here going to do. I think the game of boxing has started to move past Floyd. I think the entertaining side of what a younger audience base is looking for the fight. Look at what's happening with Tank and fucking Ryan Garcia. That audience is the audience that they're going to look to try to capture. And so Floyd and them can maybe get that fight, but Floyd needs to wake up to where the finality has come. It's a final call to that shit. What was the other topic? Oh, it's on the screen. Was Angela snubbed? Uh, she may have felt that way. She went to that shit seeking to win something, but like you spoke of the history. It ain't too many black people winning that shit, and she should have knew that the great possibility of it being that way. But then again, what's to say she needed to clap? Shit, the other ones chose to clap. She ain't walk out. So I mean, that's that. But I wouldn't. I mean, no black actress or any of that for actress of the year, whatever the award was, should have their hopes up high at the damn Oscars that they're gonna win something. There needs to be a creation of their own goddamn awards, a black award, and stop making it tacky and all this other garbage ass shit that people have done to black award shows.
Fair
Um,
enough.
Will Smith and them. Will Smith want Chris to move on. Will need to address his damn bald headed ass chick, and and maybe Chris will get on at some point, but and maybe they'll talk, man. Maybe they have to talk. I didn't think that this shit should have got this to this point to where they're no longer friends. I think Will let what Jada did to embarrass and hurt his ass, to where he channeled that shit over to one to slap Chris Rock. And like I say, it's a money opportunity for Chris. I get that point. Chris can run with it, but at some point, Chris gotta let that shit go. And one day they'll talk, and that's gonna make for a great meeting. But it should just be a talk between those two until Will and Jada settle they shit right, because they are a married couple, man. If you're gonna be married, you honor those vows of being married. You rock with each other. You ain't move on. You ain't found no other chick. Uh, but stand by your dude, and the dude stand by his woman. So it ain't just he stood by her ass. Now she need to step it up. But that's my thoughts on that.
Appreciate you, Reg. Thanks for pulling up.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody want to give me their final thoughts before I go to the do this members only? About to do a members only episode. Food Revolution dropped off. Definitely wanted her to give her final thoughts. Definitely wanted to hear a lady's. I wanted her to close it out for her final thoughts, but she dropped off. But shout out to Food Revolution, man. Killed it tonight. She held it down for the ladies. Held it down for the ladies. Good shit, Food Revolution. I fuck with you heavy. Sir Senior, go ahead. Give me your final thoughts.
Yes, sir. I would say that Tyson Fury, if he really wants to go ahead and try to get this undisputed before he retires, he needs to stop dragging his feet, go ahead and get it. He can always find a way to negotiate after you agree to, okay, well, we're really going to go ahead and do this fight. You can always find a way to make some money. Like, who's to say you wouldn't start doing even exhibition fights? You said you would entertain that. Go ahead and get this fight and retire a champion with all the belts. You never had all the belts. Get all the belts. And then, go ahead and hang it up. And then you want to play games. Play those games, in that other arena where you should be playing games at, where there's exhibitions, where they want you to be, more on Twitter than actually doing a bunch of real fighting. I would say that with Angela Bassett, I respect Angela Bassett, her career, but I don't think she should have expected there should be something great to happen with the fact that, with the history of the Oscars, she did nothing wrong by not clapping. You don't have to clap every time somebody gets something over you. Yes, there is good sportsmanship, but she wasn't rude. She wasn't disrespectful. And it comes a time where you got to stop kissing people butt. There was nothing wrong with her not clapping. Like, she didn't even turn her face up. She had the same exact face. So, like, some people be reaching the, as you say, the go-go gadget arms. I would say with your boy Money Mayweather, he gonna find a way to make money, one way or the other, and maybe him and Pacquiao can, get this last hurrah and finally move out the way for some other people and go more into a mentoring thing. I think that he's pretty good at mentoring, and he needs to focus more on that. But if he can keep robbing the bank, hey, get your money while you're getting your money. Nobody told McDonald's to quit, and they stole a whole company. So, last but not least, everybody hates Chris. It was all good and it was funny when Will Smith was, he ain't got a cuss in his records, but he get the slap Chris Rock. That's kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
Now that Chris Rock said one thing, he had one Netflix special. He did again what he's supposed to do as a comedian. Everybody got their pennies in a bunch. More so, Will. He needs to get off of it. He don't tell nobody else to shut up. He don't tell nobody else to let it go. He ain't telling nobody else nothing. He need to let it go. He needs to let it go and stop trying to bully Chris Rock. It didn't work out good for you the last time. It's not going to work out good for you this time.
Okay.
If you want to get somebody in check, get your bald-headed wife in check. Respectfully.
Nah, ain't no respect for none of that shit. Don't say that, then say respectfully. Nigga. You're making respectfully sound bad. But go ahead, sir. So you plug and promote your channel. Anything you want to plug and promote, I'll let you go.
Yeah, most definitely. You'll find me here from time to time in the neighborhood. If you're here in the neighborhood, like and comment and subscribe. You always find me at Cooking with Sir Senior. I'm always cooking something. If it's home cooking or food for thought, be blessed, be safe, be certain.
Absolutely. Taylor Bell, hell yeah. He said members only. Let's go. You know the vibes. I'm trying to get up out of here. I'm trying to do this members only. Shout out to Sir Senior. Pittsburgh T, HLD, Porto. Anybody want to give me their final thoughts next?
I'll go real quick since I'll pull up in the members only.
That was fast. Thank you, sir. Porto. Appreciate you.
The fuck.
I'm fucking with you.
I know you are. I didn't even know. I was looking down.
Look, you know I had to get a little joke.
I was fucking with me, Marcus. All good, dog. I'm doing the same. Anyways, I want to thank you for letting me have on. I'll be over there on the members only. And good show, brother.
My man. It's gonna be a different topic though. We're doing a different topic though. Go ahead, Pittsburgh T, HLDZ. We're gonna be doing a BMF recap on this last episode of BMF.
That's what's up.
We got one episode left to the season finale, so we're gonna do that. Gonna do a recap. Food Revolution is my unofficial co-host for that. So, and I'm excited about it because I really love talking about TV and film. So she's gonna be my buddy on this until she says otherwise. So until she quit, I'm gonna be right there doing these episodes of Food Revolution. But go ahead.
All right, let me say my piece and HLD close it out. It's gonna be pretty quick. The topics that you had, the Tyson Fury thing, I think Tyson Fury just don't get enough respect of what he is as a heavyweight for all of these fights that he always go in kind of like where he's not really guarded to what he is, to who he's beat and what he beat. And those Wilder fights, those shits they were what they were. The man won. I mean, as far as him talking, he say all kind of wild shit. So I think we got to kind of discount Fury because he's always saying some real wild stuff. As far as the Will Smith thing and Chris Rock, I think as men, we're allowed to not like a motherfucker who do some foul, what we believe do some foul shit. Like if I go to work and somebody might cost me some money or whatever case, a contract or whatever the case may be, I don't have to talk to your ass no more. I ain't gonna try to kill you no shit like that. But we ain't got to be cool, and there's nothing wrong with that. We'll never have to have a conversation. As far as those awards goes, I don't even think that's that big of a deal because, Mark, we know in the military they got standards for giving out medals and awards, and they don't even give the people that they supposed to give them to like that. And those are people that are risking their fucking life.
Bro,
I just think it's.
I got to get my orders amended because they missing a couple of my medals on my damn D214.
See what I mean? I'm missing a whole bunch of them shits. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you actually know if you've been to such and such place at such and such time, you're supposed to get it. Like you're supposed to get certain shit, and they don't give it to you. So why the fuck would I care about somebody in some kind of acting shit? Like, man, who fucking cares? Like, get over that shit. Like, that shit don't even matter. Like, we out here with some real shit that they don't even honor.
Well,
so I think even though
hold up, to be fair, we talk about Al Heyman, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, all these other shit that ain't our business neither.
No. I'm saying to get over it. I'm saying get over it. I wasn't saying it was right. I'm not justifying. I'm not saying it's right, but we know this shit happens all the time. Is what I'm saying. Like me and you. Like I know I've been cheated out of some medals. Shit. I'm not finna get in my feelings to the point where I know that shit gonna cause me some ilk to fuck up my whole shit about that shit. It ain't that serious, is what I'm saying. That shit happens all the time, and more prevalent people who did some way more outrageous shit to get that stuff, and they really been looked over for some shit. that really done got shot and all kind of crazy shit. You know, they walk around with metal in their head and all kind of shit. And they ain't got Purple Hearts. Like that kind of shit is going on. So that's what I mean. Like you got a lot of people that should be Purple Heart veterans that they ain't getting that shit. So that's when I say that. But and as far as the kids go, I mean, kids are kids. We try to love them and do what we can. But as adults, we just got to do better as society, man. I think we got to stop with the capitalism. We chase everything down with money, and when it ain't about money, we kind of like we want to go into the feel good thing. But you can't get to the feel good part till you get to the money, and you really can't get to the money part unless you got the discipline to actually achieve your goals. So we want to get to the end without getting to the middle. And a lot of times that's what the kids see. They don't see the end part. They don't see the middle of the actual work. They see the end, which is the fruit of the labor. So I say that to say all that, man. But Mark, man, appreciate you. To the panel, I appreciate you, man.
Oh, I was hitting that wrap it up button for you. I was like, where is it at? Where's the wrap it up button? Oh, I was getting for it. Oh, you get me right, bro. I was about to hit the damn Dragonfly Jones.
Silence.
I'm fucking with you. Shout out to my brother though, Pittsburgh T. I'm fucking with you. It's all entertainment. It's all entertainment. Oh, no. I got HOD say he got bumped off. No. HOD's a member to the neighborhood. That's my brother right there. Whether you like it or not. And I know some of y'all don't like it. But you can't do nothing about it. She said, Mark, that shit was funny. Yo, Snoop was bro. I don't mean to call you bro. I hate when I call a girl bro. I'm like, damn, I'm one of those guys. Calling a girl bro. But yeah, HLD, pull up real quick. Let me get your final thoughts on this, man. Get your final thoughts. Gotta let the homie get his bars off. I'll say this while I'm waiting for him to beam back in. I'll say this. Oh, matter of fact, never mind. He's back. Big dog. What up? Come on, don't have bad audio. Can you hear me? I don't did the goofy shit. I don't say big dog, and I didn't even did that bark. What the fuck did I do that bark for? Never heard of it. I ain't never did that shit before.
You never heard of it.
See him trying to do too much. Don't got too comfortable. I'm ready to do my members only episode. I'm geeked up about this shit. HODZ.
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
I can hear you now. Talk to me. And after you got final thoughts, and after that, we're going into members only.
Yo, man, I thought this was a hip hop show, man. What happened with the rapping talk, bro?
I'm doing the hip hop part on
what the fuck, man?
Hey, look, I think we gave him a lot. Hey, HODZ, bro, we gave him a lot tonight.
A lot, bro.
Hey, look, and you see I connected, the segues for the last two topics from the Oscars to the Oscars of last year, the Chris Rock. See what I did there, man? Come on, man.
Yeah,
HBO, Showtime. Paramount. How about that? Paramount. Y'all work on the draw. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need some new content, man. Holla at your boy Mark Dash. I don't even need a big budget, man. I just need the little money for the little marketing promotion. I'm gonna do the rest.
Just 7 figures, man. Are we talking about some low 7 figures?
I'm flexible. Slow down. I can work. I'm ready to work.
Hey, man, I'm trying to work like the agent.
I'm not gonna put no limits on myself, but I'm also not gonna. I'm not gonna price myself out the job. Paramount.
I'm trying to work as the manager here, man. Come on, man.
Matter of fact, we're gonna be in competition for all the smoke. See, they tried it with Jesus and Mero. They tried it with all the smoke, but HBO, stars, holla at me.
What up?
I got a format for you that's gonna fit TV even better than this shit. But I don't want them to take away my TV shit. That's how it be. You sign those deals. Like, we want to own everything. The niggas will talk to you with the God voice.
Yeah.
$5 million, but I want to own everything you've ever done and everything you will do forever.
Yeah, that's what they hit you with, HLD. And niggas be like, all
right. 5 million though.
All
right. That's how Steve McMahon does with his wrestling, man. Like John Cena's own name doesn't belong to him. You know that? It belongs to WWE. He's got to ask permission to use his own name.
Anyway, first.
No, that's his real name. That's his government name.
Oh, that nigga should have had an LLC set up.
Anyway, to wrap this up real quick, man, we got the Mayweather tag team, Bazanka show. Hey, to each his own. If they want to see it, I'm it doesn't phase me. So it's no big deal. I think it's time for them to wrap it up. I just want to see the young guns fighting. That's it. As far as Tyson Fury,
There you go.
I'm a Team Tyson Fury dude. He's done good, good entertainment for us in the game, but this bullshit is going way too long, man. It's starting to. I'm done with this shit, bro. He needs to sign this shit and let's see this fight happen. I want to see this fight happen. It's definitely it's a must for me. As far as Angela Bassett, I can't say that she got snubbed because I haven't watched either one of the movies that these two women were nominated for. But just on experience, you're not gonna get shit out of no superhero movie, man. And I haven't even bothered watching Black Panther 2, so I can't even say.
Oh man, she did good, man.
Yeah, but the movie itself, what does it carry weight? You know what I mean?
Yes, bro. I'm hard on the Marvel movies, bro. I'm telling you, I think she did pretty damn good. And like it's some and like I think that shit had some political shit in it too at times. And I think
I think
they be like, you made all that money from being in this movie, let somebody else do something.
I think they appropriated some ideas of shit and stuff and made it into the movie.
The movies, they get big bucks for the Marvel movies, right?
Yeah, so she got paid, man. But as far as acting goes, and for that type of movie, I really don't. Now, do I think in 1994, what's Love got to do with it? Her playing the role of Tina Turner?
Yes,
I absolutely do.
She killed that shit.
She fucking killed it. It's a memorable. I don't have to watch the movie to remember to see the scenes and the power of her acting there. You know what I mean?
Transformation too.
Remember,
it was transformed her body, like
yeah,
like that. Remember, like her arms was chiseled, her legs.
Everything. Well, man, that woman, she fine though, man. She fine though. Stella got a groove, right? That's her too, right?
Man, she killed that shit. In what's the other movie? The joint with the girls. Waiting to exhale. Waiting to exhale, man. Man, when she cut the hair and she burnt the nigga car up and walked off while the Benz is burning, flicked that cigarette and flipped. Man, I remember reading that book when I was in like high school. And my manager, but he was like my godfather too at my job, but he had gave me that book. He had a hardback cover too. And I kind of damaged a couple pages. He let me borrow the book and I damaged a couple, but I didn't know how important.
You're not supposed to make it sticky pages, bro. What you doing?
No. But I said all that to say the book is so detailed compared to the movie, and the movie's good. But the movie was out at the time. But he was like, "Man, this is a book first," and I was like, "No." It's like, "Man, you should read the book." I got the book. I got a hardback cover, and I read the joint, and it was a good book. But I remember the Circle K and her going to get her a pack of Cools and all this stuff, like little details that like you don't get from the movie. But man, she's incredible, man. Like this one, and so is Jamie.
95% of books. No, Jamie Lee Curtis is a good actress herself, but
good. And I remember seeing her titties in Trading Places as a little kid. And shout out to Jamie Lee. Hey, look, Jamie Lee Curtis. I think I might have rubbed one off to Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies when I was a kid too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the dad scene.
That damn pole. You know what? I changed my vote. Jamie Lee Curtis deserved the Oscar for licking that pole in True Lies. She got snubbed first, goddamn it. Put a case on. Case on the nipple.
Oh, fuck.
Put a case on.
Mark Nash going for the snow bunny.
Man, Jamie Lee Curtis licked that pole in True Lies, man. I mean, I saw look, Angela Bassett ate the cake. Jamie Lee Curtis licked the pole. Which one you like the best? Shit,
man, give me Angela Bassett all day long. All right, shit.
She had that limo scene. She gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, bro, give me that woman all day long.
Gonna beat your ass in real life.
Yeah, whatever, man. Give me Angela Bassett all day long. She too fun, bro. But I do, like I said, I can't, just like movies goes, I haven't seen either one of them, but just on experience, superhero movies and shit like that, they're not, the acting is not powerful enough or and dynamic enough to that you end up winning, an Oscar or whatever. So I can't say. that she got snubbed totally or not. But I do believe she was snubbed for what's love got to do with it. The next thing was on the top. It was the Chris Rock, right? He good for him. He did what he had to do. He made the most of it, and he also explained why he wasn't chirp. He didn't chirp back on that stage. We all had our own assumptions and whatnot, but he is a true man of his own principles.
What did he say again? Hold on. What was his reason?
His reason was his parents taught him never to fight in front of white people.
Oh yeah.
And so he understands the stigma that's out there and whatnot by his parents, and what they're trying to do is to put a positive light out there, and so that's why he did not react the way he most of us probably would have wanted him to. But what he did with the show and how he conducted it, man, yeah, Will Smith, you a bitch, and I'm cool with that. And Will Smith ain't got shit to say, man. He ain't gonna pull up on nobody, man. And not everybody is as skinny and frail as Chris Rock. You know what I mean? So,
all right, well, look, let me go and do this members only episode. Food Revolution and I, we about to talk. He said, "You saw that, Joey Chaz? I see everything." Joey Chaz, he got a running joke. He said, Angela Bassett got at least she got 10 BET awards.
That's fucked up.
That's racist as fuck, but it's funny though. I ain't gonna lie. It's low-key racist, but it's funny though. He was like, Angela Bassett got 10 BET awards. She's better. Well, he altered it a little bit, but his on Reggie's show, he was in the chat. He was like, well, at least you got 10 BET awards. I was like, this nigga right here.
You never heard of it.
I won't time him out and block him neither. Leave him alone. Let him get that off. That's funny.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
I don't know if she got 10. I know she got more than Jamie Lee Curtis. If she got 10. How about that?
Was she snubbed? Was Jamie Lee Curtis snubbed?
That poll in True Live. And she forever will be on my she's on my list. She's on my teenage jizz list.
The fuck? I think she was for a lot of people at that time with that scene, man. Man, I gotta cut out, man. I'm not gonna admit to that shit.
Give me one female star, Hollywood starlet or video moment, or female singer, rapper, actress, whoever. Who's on your teenage jizz list?
Man, when Halle Berry did Monster, bro, that scene was wicked. Yeah, that was a monster rub, man.
I am Billy Bob.
Fucking yeah. I want to be a white man for a day.
Small, man. All right, man. Let me close this shit, man. Let me get this.
All right, man. Peace, guys. Love
for you, bro. Thank you so much for everything you do behind the scenes and front of the scenes to keep this show going, bro. God bless you. Peace. Oh my God, that was hilarious, bro. Oh, it was only funny to me. I'm sorry. Oh my God, man, I'm laughing so hard. My face is stretching. Oh, my cheek. I don't even want to say that. Somebody go clip that. My Mandela and my maximum face parts are hurting from laughing so hard. Yeah, see what I'm saying? All right, let me close the show out because I want to do this members only episode right now.
What up?
C Jones 0224, Tony Boswell, Skins Rants, Kansas City Mac, Patricia Shelton, Ace Retro, That Guy Clips, 330, Ben Adams, Miss Queen Sunkiss, Rockman, Juan Davila, Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire, True Media Today, USA Boxing, Coach Malachi Williams. What up, my guy?
What up, gangsta?
Bodo, Stephen Bateman, Food Revolution, KP from KC5, TJR, Matt Wade, Karma Serene, Ill Status Boxing, Tank the Sweet Science Examiner, Beyond Above Media, Pittsburgh T, SF City Slicker, I Know Boxing, It's Mex, Ride Up the Storm, Here to There, Taylor Bell, Maddie Yoel, Cliff Bailey, Con Shawnery, Lisa Bells, Cooking with the Champ, On the Mic with Terrence Bailey Sr., HOD, Cooking with Sir Sr., Brandon Washington, Lisa Bells, I said that already, Lady Shan Dundam Season, D Bevel the Champ, and of course the big fish himself, my good brother Derek Lincoln.
What up, gangsta?
AKA member number 1. All right, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to entertain you. Could have been anywhere on YouTube. Could have been anywhere on YouTube, but you chose to be here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And if you stayed through 2 hours and 54 minutes of this shit, you the motherfucking MVP. All right. Oh, members only. Give me 5 minutes to set it up. Members only, 5 minutes or less. If you're looking for it and you are a member, just make sure you go to the community tab page on the channel and just refresh that, because I put the community post there because sometimes you don't get the alert. So I make a community post and I'll just keep refreshing it there. And yeah, man, I'll see y'all in about 5 minutes if you are a member to the channel. And everybody else, I'll see y'all on Wednesday, unless something major happens in life. God wills it, right? If God willing, I'll be back, right? Love y'all. Hope you love yourself. If not, guess what? God loves you. So does Mark Nash in the neighborhood here, breaking beats. Always remember, drinks require sleep. Goals require effort. You can go to, I was about to say marknash.com. It's up, but I ain't all the way done with it yet. So I ain't did the official launch yet. I got a lot of things I'm planning for it. So y'all just make sure y'all can go to the description block of this and every video, and you guys can check out what we are doing, and you can get you some of the merch, support the show, get a coffee mug or something, get a air mattress. We sell an air mattress for Airbnbs, and we got sleeping bags that you can put in the car if you like. You're a hole on the go sleeping bags. They're gonna be in your trunk, and you can plug the air mattress up to it. It's a small little air mattress, fits in your trunk, but you can take it out, and yeah, you can plug it into the car, and yeah, and it'll be a big ass Martin Nash logo on it. You can fuck on it and say dreams require sleep, goals require effort. Don't listen to me, man. Don't listen to me. Don't follow my moves, follow the rules. It's your man Martin Nash, another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It's a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why. Life is serious enough. Hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I'll see y'all in 5 minutes on members only. Sometimes we're going to agree. Sometimes we're going to disagree. But one thing's for certain, homeboy, and two things for sure. Never forget this.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
Yeah, we're going to get into that snowfall in that new BMF episode. Yeah, man. Fuck with me. It's your man Nash, Breaking Beats. Let's get it, baby. Members only. Sign up. Fuck with me. Peace.
This that squad side. This is Rematch.
Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
No. Thank you, Dr. Mark. But God made this possible. And so did viewers like you. I'll see you guys soon. It's your man Nash. Food Revolution. Pull up. I'm going to see you there. She going to co-host this shit with me, and we're going to have a good time. I hope y'all enjoy our banter back and forth. Let's get it.